Bah! Sorry, I did test my microphone before I went live. Bah! Hi, everybody! Happy Wednesday! Here early, I'm ready to go. 60 seconds. You're welcome. Put it on my report card. I hope you guys track how often I'm early, because all you guys ever say is that I'm late, which is like way less. It's the dreaded Twitter warrior. Bro, don't get me into this. Don't get me started on this shit. It is unbelievable the shit that I've been through. Thank you, Cal. Thank you, Pastel. Dude, what is happening? Look at all the claimers. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing good. Apparently, I'm in the Fortnite shop today. So, if you guys want to go check that out, you can play as Coney now. Excellent argument today. Bro, I don't know where it is truly unfathomable. The depths that I have found myself in. I was in Twitter Blight Town. I don't know what happened. I didn't even do anything. Like, in some cases, I get it, right? Because, like, I'm poking a hornet's nest, and, like, it's a fandom or something. Like, I get that. Even if it's how I feel, right? I'm not, like, lying, but, like, even if I feel a certain way, I get why people are passionate. These people, what is there even to latch on to? It's weird, man. You're always getting into Twitter arguments. Okay, not always. It's like once every 6 months, maybe 3 months. What was the last one I had? I feel like it's been a while, right? For the love of the game. Dude, I'm rolling like a pig in mud. I love that shit. I love being mean to people online when they give me a reason and going back and forth. A little bit of verbal epartee.
I hope you learned your lesson, Mr. Streamer. Never share a video you liked ever again.
Dude, I'm never going to tweet about anything for the rest of my life. Dude, it wasn't supposed to go there. That's the crazy thing. Like, it was supposed to be, hey, guys that follow me, I found this cool YouTube video that I think you would like. And then it gets 2 million views for some reason. And people, like, I didn't want that. I don't want people to find me. I'm trying to hide, bro. I don't want these people to show up. It's weird. I did see that I made it on a Pokemon Twitter account today. That was awesome. That was great. I love it when that one comes back. Again, it's like, and some people were just like, hey, why didn't you link it? Or why did you crop out the guy's name? And it's like, I didn't link it because that hurts the tweet and people won't see it. And I didn't crop out the guy's name. It just wasn't there. But if I knew that you were going to see it, random dude who don't know who I am, I would have concluded it. But you don't know who I am. You found me 10 seconds ago now, and you're in outrage. You're all up. It's insane, dude. Like I said, the other stuff makes sense. I get it why Sonic fans get mad at me. I get it why this other stuff happens in a community. I think I said that Terry links were annoying. That was one of the things, dude. I said that Terry was hard to play in Street Fighter 6 because he had links, so he felt weird. And then I was getting, like, verbally berated by 19-year-olds who, like, have been playing KOF since they were 11. What the fuck is that? But again, those people are, you know, fighting game lords, and they have a big passion for something, whatever. It's weird, man. It's very strange. Twitter users have a rage quota. It's just this weird, like, behavior to poke holes in everything. And if people just ask the question, I wouldn't care. It's like, yeah, this is why I didn't do it. But that one guy was like, he posted like 8 question marks and was like cussing. I'm like, all right, first off, back the fuck up. I don't know you, dude. What the fuck is that? Like, what? And then he tried to hit me with a dog. Like, okay, man. It's weird. It's weird. The guy who gave you YouTube tips was so funny. Dude, that guy was... Listen, I'm not a YouTuber, but I've been watching YouTube since 2006. I wanted to go further on that, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to let this guy go out. That was weird, man. Listen, buddy, I've been watching YouTube since 2006 and Justin TV. Ever heard of it? It's insane, dude. Did you see the new AI video stuff that Google put out over the weekend? No. New stuff? Is that like Gemini stuff or what? So Sajam roasting you for the light mode screenshot was the best part. Wait, I didn't see that, did he? I didn't see... Dude, did Sajam see my bullshit? I feel genuine, and I mean this sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I feel genuine shame that you guys have to see me doing this. This should be happening in private rooms. I am so sorry that this pops up on your feed, and it's so annoying. Why is Coney tweeting at these people? I get it. I'm trying to have private 1v1 duels. Because what I'm trying to do is inspire change by making somebody realize how stupid they are. And I know that you guys are thinking nobody does that on the internet. It's not true. I did it a long time ago in TF2, and I've told this story before. I'm trying to inspire change.
I'm currently attending a Blue Jays game as my first baseball game ever, and honestly, you're right. This sport is kin to me.
James? Toronto Jays? Dude, yeah, honestly, baseball games are awesome. It's amazing. Going to the games. The sport itself, like, I think it's mid because going to the games is cool, but you don't really care about the game. You just want to get, like, hot dogs and hang out with friends. That's all. I love getting a hot dog, bro. Me too. Dude, if they got pit beef, if they got, like, a barbecue sandwich, oh. It's awesome. It's great. Baseball is awesome for the first two innings. I feel like most baseball games, you tell who's going to win within, like, the first third of the game. And you're like, all right, do I want to beat the traffic or... Baseball is a picnic with a game in the background. Exactly. It's awesome. I love a baseball. But yeah, I don't know how this all happened, but I genuinely am sorry that you have to see it, and I'm not joking. You shouldn't be subjected to that. Same with Sajam. He should not have seen it. He should not have seen it. But he does. I get pings when you tweet in hopes of something positive for the business. Might have to turn it off. Once every 3 months, you might need to turn it off. If you see me in the middle of that, I did not see any of it. Twitter chose to hide it from me. You are very lucky. If you liked any of my tweets, you would get all of them up. I can't imagine how annoying it is for people who don't know who I am, who just see me flipping out at random people. But I hope you guys see this, and I hope you understand. I'm not firing the first shot. If people ask questions or are annoying about, like, poking holes, it's like, all right, whatever. But as soon as somebody fires the first shot, I don't care if it's a squirt gun. I'm going bazooka. Like, I'm not fucking... I'm gonna escalate, right? Like, I'm not here to, like, go back and forth. I'm not a cop. I don't have to, like, escalate slowly. It's just weird, man. It's annoying. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to talk about it this much. Proper escalation of force. That's what they call it. I took a criminal justice class, but I couldn't remember what they called it. Thank you. People feel so offended that people actually reply back to the bullshit. Well, dude, what it is, and like I said this in a tweet, like, I think people now are conditioned to think that, like, big number plus checkmark means you have influence, you have to be responsible, like, you have to be nice, whatever, be the bigger person. I'm just a fucking dude, man. I'm not thinking about my brand. I didn't pay for the checkmark. I wouldn't do that. It's a sponsor thing, so it's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna fight back. But you're being mean. It's weird, dude. Checkmark means something different now. I assume they're grifters. Oh, totally. And I get that. I totally understand that idea. But to immediately jump on the offensive is like, dude, you don't know me. Come on. Still no reply of that guy barking, though, which is tough. Hold on, I wanted to look at something. You should be meaner on Twitter. I was close, but I try to dial it back a little bit. Trying to be nice, you know. Dude, that one guy that was like, you get a social media check. I make $10 a month on Twitter. Last week, I think I didn't tweet for 5 days. I just don't fucking... It's weird. I just like fighting, bro. I love fighting these people. It's part of my blood. I saw a tweet I wanted to read with you guys. You want to see? I actually haven't read this yet, but I think I saw the general idea of it. In an interview with IGN, and there's Miyamoto said he wasn't supposed to talk about the Switch 2, but he did anyway. So I'd love to, but I've been told by PR this is not an interview about Switch 2. Looking at the younger next generation of players, I think one of the most exciting things about the Switch 2 is the ability of the upgrade patches to original games for a more enhanced experience, and then add on top of that. So they're killing their remake market? Updates? Yeah, but, like, is this not... Like, this kind of kills the remaster thing. Unless this is their new idea of it. Like, if they put out, like, a Bowser's Fury or something, and... Which I think they might. I don't know. It's the same thing. I guess they get to do the remake plus, like, you know, DLC or whatever. Extensions. But then what if we don't have the Switch 2 next console generation? What if VR hits? VR finally becomes, like, cost-effective, and it's in every home, and now Nintendo needs to make a VR machine. I can't be playing Mario Kart 8 again. VR will never hit? I think it will. It will. It has to come in at the right price point. It has to happen within our lifetimes for sure. Before I die, I will be living in the virtual world. For sure. In like 40 years. I should be alive. I think I'll make it. I think I will make it, but I don't know. We'll see. There's a good possibility we're buying Nintendo Switch consoles until we die. That's true too, man. They really nailed it on this. They struck an oil vein or something. Leaving the development environment as is, we're able to build the games, and now we have more powerful hardware. There's more power left over there to be used for other experiences. Indie developers can expand on the unique experiences with a smaller group. I don't know what he means by that. Because of that, I think the fact that the mouse or voice chat is part of the package is something that's very attractive and exciting, I guess. And obviously look forward to Donkey Kong. I don't really know what this says. This doesn't really say anything other than they have a new market for remakes. So. Good for them. I saw another thing saying that they want to make a Pikmin movie. I'm like, why? I love Pikmin. I would not watch a Pikmin movie unless you, like, did... Like, are you going to make, like, a prestige animate, like, the wild robot? Yes, you would. I mean, I would. If you made it, like, a prestige, like, Iron Giant something. Did I say Iron Robot? Wild Robot. Whatever it is. You got to make it, like... Nature documentary? Oh, shit. Never mind. All right, never mind. You should direct. That's a good point, actually. Never mind. That's a good point. I think you may have sold me on the idea. It's going to be just like a Smurfs movie. They're like, Olimar is going to move into James Marsden's house. Well, no, he's the Sonic guy. Who's going to be the Pikmin guy? Seth Green. Going to move into Seth Green's house. Is that carrot talking at me? Olimar on his, like, drink coaster. I can explain. Olimar is voiced by... Not Jack Black, right? Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt. That's good. I'm from planet Hockatate, and I need to get fruit back to my planet. Do you want my love? I think I'm doing one commercial there. It's just fucking Borderlands. I'm pretty sure that was Borderlands. This is stupid. All right. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Some people call me a gangster. Love. But it's 2000, so it's Shaggy. That one's easy. It's not Beverly Hills. You guys are dumb. It's Shaggy. This is one of the easiest ones I've ever seen. But I feel like maybe it's because this was like, I was 11 years old. Maybe 12, depending on when it came out. I miss this. I'm old. I'm so sad. You'll never have junior prom again. Tough. Do the reggae voice. Shaggy! That's all I'm doing. I don't like that you call it the reggae voice. That's called patois. Oh, we got more verses. Oh. All right. Ends there, I guess. Weird. I thought there'd be more than that. Okay. Can we have this emote? Okay, but you guys have to use it. We actually have this, don't we? But it's without the animation. We literally have it. It's just... Yeah, now we have both. Whatever, I don't care. Did you guys see the emote that was posted in the Discord? I liked that one. The French emotes? There it is. Yeah, X-Maniac. There you go. Yes, I did want that. That's literally what I was just talking about. Yes. That's awesome. Imagine being a French Coney viewer and just coming into just abject hatred. Just you come into the stream and like, Coney does not like me. What did I do? Oh. Sacre bleu. Racism. I'm sorry, French people. I'm just kidding. What is that? We have a couple scary cat emotes, but I'll get one more. That's pretty good. That's fun. Okay. Oh, I got one more thing to do. And you know what it is. Hold on. That is scary. It's like a high thing. High whatever. Oh, by the way, in case you guys don't feel like you give me enough money, I might have a YouTube members thing soon. I think I may have some exclusive YouTube member streams. Why? I have an idea. Ew? I think I have an idea. We'll see. Ain't no one watching that? Oh, you might. I don't know. We'll see. He wants more money? It's not that. It's, well, you'll see. We'll talk about it, okay? Just hit him with bounties. Bro, I will. I can't wait to tell you tonight about the Bring Her Back trailer from the directors of Talk to Me, Danny and Michael Philippou. Gonna watch it for 5 minutes, but that's in the middle of the stream tonight. Tonight, Cringe Confessional is brought to you by that movie. But first, it's time to get stimulated. I broke a pretty bad streak yesterday. Let's see if I can keep it up. Don't do blitzes. More vowels African countries. Can you name African countries with more vowels than consonants? That's a game. I don't play games. U.S. federal organizations by logo. National parks. Wildlife reserve. Preserve. I don't know what that's called. Nature. Okay, that's the CIA. So secret service? President. Is this the CIA? This is the FBI. Yeah, because that's on the arcades. Parks? Rec. Parks and Rec. I didn't know there were this many badges. That's mail, I think. Or no, that's justice. Court. Law? What is that? That's gotta be, like... That's NASA, right? Okay, I do know that. CIA, FBI, SSD. What are the... There's other three-letter things. Oh, that's the post office. USPS. Thank God, I didn't even see the eagle. What's the justice system? Department of Defense. For the defendant. All right, one of these is the DOD, for sure. One of these is the DOD. I know it. No question. Wait, one of these has to be drugs, too. Right? No Dodds? I actually am going to learn quite a bit here. What's the difference between these two? I thought this one was like national parks, and that one is like wild. Wait. I think I know what that one is, but I feel like people would make fun of me if I get it wrong. Navy ships? That's a boat, for sure. What's the DEA? No DEAs? The drug people? Fuck this. Bureau of Land Management, National Park. That's national parks! U.S. Marshals, Federal Aviation Administration, Bureau of the Census, Federal FCC, right, Joint Chiefs of Staffs, U.S. Mint Fish and Wildlife that's CIA. Dude, nobody knows this stuff. Of course, Coney can't recognize the IRS. Oh my god, that is the IRS. Why they got a scale? That shit looked like a court, right? What is the scale for? I thought that was like a lady, the justice lady. I was about to say Lady Liberty. That's not right. Forest Service, Secret Service, Mint, Fish and Wildlife, Federal Emergency Management. Oh, FEMA. That's FEMA. I've heard of them. U.S. Public Health Service. I don't know why it's an anchor. Whatever, it's fine. Congrats, everybody. Congrats, everybody. You've earned it. Proud of you. Let me gift a sub to my very favorite what is this? Purchase 2 subs or gift subs and get 30 days of unlimited anime. Blow it out your ass. I'm not giving you double stimmy. Leave me alone. Get out of here with that. Boom! Thank you, Burn My Mado. Love you. Oh, I'm now 3rd in the weekly top gifters. Wow, what an honor. Thank you, Burn My Mado. Congratulations, my favorite chatter personally and individually. Wow, thanks for coming by. Can we get a cheeky scrandle? You know what? For you, I just might. Sausage water. Oh, we're back with the sausage water. It's double cheeseburger and chips every time. The sausage water, that's the 2nd appearance. I hope they're not running out. Ooh, double fried chicken burger with cheese or double cheese smash burger. $7.50 versus 6. This one for sure. What? Really? Can I go back and look at that? That's insane to me. Left one was cheaper and I thought looked better. Dirty fries. That looks like the number 9. That's the first thing I saw is the number 9 here. I was like, oh. Fries, bashed burger, sausage, onions, and cheese or chicken heroes box. I don't know. They both look too messy. Probably left. I don't want either of those. Too much on them. Oh my god. That's a pale dog, bro. It's the same color as bread. That's disgusting. There's like a cut in it too. I would probably go waffles anyway, because I really fuck with it. Not even 10%, bro. Nobody wanted that hot dog. There's the penis dog once again. What, are those donuts? It says chip. Oh, Cheepa. What are Cheepa? I thought it said chips. Argentinian cheese bread. Cheepas. For sure. Absolutely, you get the cheapest. How many people was that guy feeding, by the way? Surely, like, dozens. That guy's got a big family. I think we go oh nuts. What does that say? Does it say you? These are clearly words, but I can't read them. Does anyone see it? There's got to be words on those, but is no. My bad. I just fuck with a donut. They don't look that good. They're my favorite donut. I fuck with those donuts, bro. Vanilla frosted donut, nothing in the world like it. It's so good. Salt and pepper chicken and chips or the chicken wings? Salt and pepper. Actually, I don't know. A big decider for me is how messy is this, because I need a bib. Like, I'm gonna make a big mess. It's gonna be embarrassing. This one? Oh, thank God. That was close. Buffalo wings or jerk chicken and rice? This is just your mood, innit? What are you into at this moment? I think we go right. Yeah. Probably jerk chicken. I mean, the rice is good. That's easy. Takara soft tacos or shredded duck? Ew! Duck? You want the duck? Ducks are so gross to me, man. Duck wins every time. Why do we keep talking about ducks on the Coney stream, dude? This is like the 4th stream in a row we've talked about eating ducks. It's weird. They're just gross, man. Scheme poutine. Fries loaded with haggis? No, I'm not eating haggis. That is a hard deal breaker for me. That is a non-negotiable. I'm not eating sheep guts. That's so gross. Try duck. It's fatty and delicious. Dude, ducks to me are like a protected class. I just don't feel like you should eat ducks. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I like elevate ducks to a higher status than other animals. Something about them feels not even like they're unclean or whatever. It's just like they're so common and what's the word? Unassuming? I don't know. Like, I can understand eating pigs or cows because they produce things, right? Well, pigs only produce more meat. But the cow makes milk, and then you eat it. And it's like, that is the life cycle of a cow, as fucked up as it is. That I think my brain rationalizes it. I'm not saying this is a good way to think. It's just my brain lets that happen. But when it comes to a duck, it's like, there's no use of that thing. That thing isn't here to produce for us. It lives in water and eats bread. Dairy cows and meat cows are not the same cows? Wait, really? They got different types of... They got cows specced into different stats? Cow expert in chat? I mean, it might be a farmer. I don't know. A cow expert is called a farmer. I don't think that's that crazy. There's a lot of farmers.
Honey, check out these mainly D government patches link.
There's got to be one farmer that watches Coney, right? Gotta have one guy in this chat. Dangerous Drugs Intelligence Unit. That can't be real. Dude, nobody working at the government would be this cool. DEA Mobile Enforcement Team Detroit. Do not do drugs in Detroit. They will kill you. Holy shit, dude. That's scary. Drug Enforcement Administration Southwest Asian heroin? Specifically? So if somebody comes to you with, like, I don't know, crack cocaine, you're like, oh, we don't handle that. You gotta call the number. Miami Field Office. That is a Ninja Turtle. Cowabunga! This is so stupid, man. International Dragon Slayers Coordination Team. International Conference on Asian Organized Crime and Terrorism. Is any of this real? That's the Grinch. This suggests that the Grinch is a cop who is taking the drugs for himself. The same way he steals Christmas. He's putting that shit up the chimney like the tree. Domestic Strategic Intelligence Unit. A wizard. That's cool as shit. Do they get to make their own badges? 2011 things better than drugs. Red Ribbon Week. Financial investigation section. Heroin intelligence unit. They got the spoon on it? They put the spoon on that shit? This feels divine almost. That's kind of beautiful. I want to do heroin now. Pink Floyd album cover. Ecstasy and club drugs. Damn, he is raving. Grim Reaper got stood up at the rave. Now he's just dancing by himself. Partying alone. Tried out some Molly. Okay. Is there a significance with the camel? Are camels associated with heroin? And if so, why? A camel again? That's what I'm saying. What's the, like, Silk Road? Poppy farms in the Middle East. Okay. Interesting. There's a lot of these. Heroin intelligence unit. This fucking Chinese water dragon. Shall we? There's so many more. Mexico Central America unit. Operation Gear Grinder drug. Dude, what the fuck is this? Weed man? We got a dragon on the weed badge? It's not the same as heroin, dude. I don't think you need a dragon for the weed. Let's dial it back a little. Office of International Operations Far East Section. Why is he holding arrows? What is that for? The FedEx Green Air. Berlin, Germany Country Office. That's cool as shit. Oh, this is the same as the other one, but worse. There's the Grim Reaper in the snow. Oh, it's cocaine. Got it. Icy. Don't know why there's a bomb. Damn, this one goes hard. I like this one, actually. That's kind of cool. Clandestine Laboratory Enforcement Unit. Drug Traffickers Welcome. DEA Fort Lauderdale. Cops are dorks, bro. What is this? Although some of them are cool. So I will say some of them are kind of cool. I can't flame all of them. How long is this page? Okay, this is offensive. Is he holding heroin? Are those the poppy flowers or whatever? I just noticed the scroll bar. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, thank God. Okay. This is scary. It's like a Half-Life agency, man. National Reconnaissance Office. It's a cool gorilla. Okay, nobody even knows what this is. This looks like one of those, like, 2015 esports logos that were popping up everywhere. Guys making esports logos on Fiverr. This one, too. When? Alright, this one goes kind of crazy. I like this one. We Own the Night. Oh, I kind of fuck with that one. I like that. Steal that for Gexathon? That's a pretty good idea. That's... Somebody put in their kid's badge, I guess. This is precious. Great Bear must be the most fucked up division of all. Alaska? I like that one. Drake. You know what? I kind of liked half of them. That's kind of cool. I think if I was a cop doing drug shit, I would try to make it as cool as possible, too. Because the drugs get to be cool. Why can't I be cool? If heroin and cocaine and all that stuff gets to be cool, then I should have a badge where I'm an alligator. And then maybe the kids will come around. Thanks, Bowser from Sonic 3 for the sub. Appreciate it. All right. All right, you got it. Faded than a glorp. Faded than a glorp. I cannot believe this is on 718 channels. I genuinely cannot believe this many people know Fulcrum. That's crazy. Good for him with whatever he's doing now. Alright, we got a Cringe Confessional. Okay! They might not even. Yeah, that's true. There's probably a lot of people that don't know Low Tier God other than the, like, you know, you should kill yourself now guy or whatever. So, they don't know that Fulcrum is the Faded than a Hoe guy. They just see him doing this. Coney, the Survivor finale is on right now. Who's winning the season? Who is it? Who's on the season? Who survived? Okay, nobody knows any of the names. You guys are not real Survivor fans. Your thread today made me giggle. I liked it. Sorry you had to see it. Like, genuinely, I don't think anybody should see the bullshit that I'm posting. It should be in a contained unit where me and the other guy go to war and the loser deletes their account. It's not like you post the link anyway. That guy got you. That guy was funny. I'll give it up for Lucas. Lucas, he got me on that one. That was pretty good. I like that guy. That was pretty good. Okay. Finally. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my god. Dude, okay. So I'm getting back into lifting again, finally, because I stopped for a while. Doing deadlifts, single arm deadlift with, like, you know, and dude, my lower back hurts like a motherfucker, dude, because I don't exercise it, so it's like not, you know, trying to get my form up. You're doing it wrong. I mean, to some degree, yes, the form is wrong, but to another degree, my lower back just hasn't had any exercise for a while, so a little bit of both. Do you stretch after? Not really, I should. I stretched before, but I do not stretch after. My ass is too... Once I'm done, bro. I don't be fucking with the stretches. I don't be doing cool downs. Crazy. Ooh, that hurts. Have we addressed the Twitter allegations yet? Again, man? Why were you not here at the beginning? We already did, dude. I don't want to... I don't want to be the guy to talk about it for like an hour about how, because like, here's the thing. I'm not mad about it. It's fun to me. But the more I talk about it, the more it seems like I'm mad about it and care a lot. Does that make sense? So I like talking about it, but when I talk about it, it gives the impression that I'm pressed. You feel what I'm saying? Rent-free. Exactly. So I would love to talk about it because I think it's fascinating how we've moved into this new era where the content machine feeds you people that you've never heard of before and never seen, and then they get like these weird ideas of who you are and what they should expect. I think it's fascinating and cool, but also I don't think people want to hear that. Can you explain what it is? Oh god. Should I even... I guess I didn't give a quick rundown. Hairline is back a little? What do you mean? Like, it's coming back? It's been like this. I've got the Jude Law, Jack Nicholson thing going on. It's gonna be there forever. You're cooked? No, I'm not, bro. This is how it's always looked. I'm telling you. You should see a dermatologist. You think so? For the skin? Dude, I do look a little sweaty, don't I? Dude, I think I told you guys, I went to, I got a skincare routine now. Like, I've been using a cleanser and exfoliant, and now I'm like, I feel like I'm shiny. But it's also hot in this room. So, your skin is looking good today? Thank you. All it takes is one compliment to make a guy's day. Thank you. Why don't you use the nerd hairstyle anymore? I don't know. It was a lot of effort. Let me give a quick rundown. Oh, by the way, I didn't post this. Dude, you guys remember on yesterday's stream I talked about the fox? He's back. They were here. I walk my dog at like 1 a.m. most nights. Or dogs. I walk them, and then just this one fox just sitting right there. Did you feed him? No, I'm not actually going to feed wildlife. I said it in the tweet to be silly, but I'm not actually going to feed him. You're not supposed to. I would love to, but why is it so bright at 1 a.m.? This is in a parking lot. There's a light. But you're right, it does look like it's daylight, doesn't it? I had to zoom way in, because like as soon as I get kind of close, it does this, and then it runs away. Look how skinny the legs are. But I'm like super zoomed in here. Bright-ass parking lot. I think it's yeah, there's a lot of lights in there, so. In case you don't know what's going on, and I'm only saying this to give people a rundown because I think a lot of people don't know. So I recommended a video that I really liked, okay? I went to the guy's page and I took a screenshot of the name and the thumbnail, and I was like, hey, this video's really good, you should go watch it. Then I posted a clip that I really liked because I like media discussion and the role of media in the lives that we lead. I think it's cool, right? Now, I was just trying to send this to friends and like people that follow me. Instead, it got 2 million views, which I never asked for. I did not want that. And 62,000 likes. This blew up somehow. And the problem here is that, like, it was just supposed to be to a small group of people, and it did that thing where originally it was like my audience, they're all like, oh, I'll check this out, this is cool, that sounds great, or like they'll make jokes about it, and then it got out to wider people, and then it got out to people, like people thought I hid the name on purpose. People are like, why aren't you linking it? When I'm not linking it, because then nobody would see the link or the tweet, right? Because then it like, if you link anything, even in replies, if you send a link, it kills the tweet. So you don't post a link at all. People could go find this. They're adults, right? It's fine. And it also sends a signal to YouTube that this is a destination video if I don't link it. It means that you're opening up YouTube to go see this specifically. So it gives it more juice, you know? So, like, there's a couple reasons why I didn't do anything, but also, who gives a shit, man? I was mowing my lawn, and I put this on, and it ended, and then I stopped mowing my lawn, and I took this screenshot, and I tweeted it out, and then I took a shower. But, and when I say people, it's a very small group of people. I've fought with, like, 20 people max, and, like, 62,000 people liked it, 22 million views. Like, it's such a small thing. But people really hated that I didn't link this, and I just kind of escalated it. Like, why the fuck would you post something hyping up a video? Question marks. Hey, stop fucking screeching at me. What is that? Anyway, I got a lot of those. Very strange. Very just weird, antagonistic, accusatory. Like, dude, I just liked the video. It's weird. And, like, some people are just like, why didn't you show it? And then I said, okay, well, this is why. That's fine. If you ask a question, it's one thing. If you come at me all aggressively because I gave you this, you weren't supposed to see this. This was supposed to be to my audience and my friends. You weren't supposed to get this ice cream, but now you got it out of nowhere, but it doesn't have sprinkles on it, so you're mad. Like, I don't want you to have it. That's not your thing. That's not for you. I don't like you. One guy was like, I might have watched it if you linked it. I don't care what you might have done. I'll never think about you again. Leave me alone. It's weird, dude. People act shocked when you match their energy. Again, because I have a badge and a sponsor thing. People think that I'm going to be like Arby's Twitter. They're going to think that I'm going to be nice and like, oh, you're right. I didn't consider that criticism. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm just a dude, man. It's very bizarre. I don't know, but sorry for talking about it more. This is so stupid. But there's the rundown in case you didn't see what was going on. I was tweeting about, and I'm in the fight. You know what happens when the fights happen? I love it. I love getting in the fights. I love rolling around in the mud. So I'm tweeting and replying to people, and I love that shit. So, but that's all. Okay. Let's go. There are going to be more tourist invaders. I'm totally fine with that. If they pop in here, I would love that. I think we have I got a lot new followers for it, which I didn't like. If you're here for the first time, hey, thanks for stopping by. Sorry about the Twitter stuff. Stupid. That guy Lucas got you with the OnlyFans clapback. That guy Lucas is a legend. That's why I do it, by the way. Hold on. Let me shout out one guy. Can I shout out my boy Lucas, okay? Let me shout out my boy Lucas. 1 second. Hold on. Banger reply. It was pretty good. Okay. So anyway, I'm in these fights, right? I'm arguing with these people. And I'm lighting people. I'm just in the war, right? I'm in the trench. And Lucas has replied to me 3 times now. And he's like, you should calm down. You have a bad attitude. Calm your tits. Just trying to tell me to relax. And I tell him to calm. Please just leave me alone. Buy the OnlyFans or move along. And he said, it's not like you post a link. And I'm like, all right. That's pretty. I'll give it up for that one. I gave it up for that one, Lucas. I'll give it up. That was pretty fun. He got. I wouldn't post the link because I would want to increase engagement and drive organic traffic. He's right with that one. I'll give it up. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You block someone? Yeah, I just didn't want him to keep replying to me. I don't block people ever, but this guy in particular really annoyed me because he just came in screeching. Like, just this is like a... You know that scene in Smiling Friends where Charlie's in hell and the guy comes up and he starts flashing his hands in his face, screaming at him? It's like that. Like, stop. Whatever this is, leave me alone, dude. I'm a human being. Talk to me like an adult. It's weird. It's just weird. It's strange. Okay, that's enough. One guy, last thing I'm going to say about this, one guy quote retweeted the thing, and he was like, I wasn't going to retweet this, but seeing the OP butt hurt because people wanted a link, he's being such a bitch about it, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, I replied, and I'm like, okay, but you did retweet it. You just had to put up your dumb little soapbox to tell everybody how mad you are. And then I scrolled down, big-ass snake porn. Like anthropomorphic snake guy, just big dick right there. Bara snake anthropomorphic penis. And I was like, oh no, they got me again! Link? Listen, you gotta you know I don't post links. You know I don't post links. Why don't you go get your own engagement? Huh? I want it to go higher in the algo. Listen, man, I don't care what you're into. Just have a little shame. I don't feel like you should be gooning to snake dick on the same account that you're like getting in the trenches and arguing on Twitter. I'm a pretty vanilla guy in terms of my taste, but I think I would have a little bit of shame. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I don't know. I feel like those are 2 different accounts, right? Balls or nah? I think so. I don't think I scrolled low enough to see the balls. I think I got about to the bottom of the shaft, and then I jumped back up. I was like, ah! It was weird. It was bizarre. Gotta link it so we can check. I already told you how I feel about that. Now comes my favorite part of the stream. Ready? Perfect. I don't think you should be publicly gooning on Twitter in any place. Dude, I agree, but, you know, people use the internet in different ways. I'm old-fashioned, whatever. People are going to do what they're going to do. Who am I to judge? I can't. I just don't think it should be on the same account. Okay. Hold on. Got 30 choice selections for you tonight. Maybe 40? I don't know. I don't know who put this one together, if it was Keener or Compton, but we'll give a big thanks. We're in August of 2024, I believe. Hopefully no repeats. Yeah, we'll see. Ooh. Background rope. Yeah, I should get rid of that. Okay. that you? Was that part of the song? Did Stream do that? Nice haircut. Shut up. It's too short. I feel weird about it. I think you're being sincere. Thank you. I liked my hair when it was a little bit longer. Was that the song, or was it? Because this is from Tonic Trouble. I guess it was the song. I didn't know they had that on Tonic Trouble for the Nintendo 64. Okay. Thanks for Bada Smash. Thank you, Rocco. You look like you play bass for Weezer. I'm just white. I'm just white with glasses now, and I'm only wearing them for this stupid show. How long has that sound effect existed for? I'm saying, bro, I didn't know they had that in Tonic Trouble back then. All right. 30 choice selections from E. Compton or the other guy. Keen Frizzle. That sounded mean. I'm sorry, Keen. Your name just didn't come to my mind. Dude, today's YouTube video is pretty good. We put up a video on the kids' YouTube horrors. And honestly, I thought it was pretty nice. It's both of us? Okay, excellent. Let me get the song. It's nice to see the YouTube channel have real videos again. As opposed to what? Oh, you mean the stuff that we had to put out for vacation? Sorry. Yeah. Had to fill that thing up. Salty bet? I know. Listen, it can't always be steak and lobster and filet mignon. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get the leftovers. Where's my song? Sometimes the leftovers are even better, like lasagna. Where the hell is my music, bro? Aha. Okay. Snow Bros video went crazy. I forgot we did that. Oh, I forgot about that one. We were in a bad place. It's my rock bottom. I don't think I've ever done anything like that. Like, had to put up a sponsored stream because of necessity. I think we put up sponsored streams and they were funny. Like that one Spore game where I made Toad. Like, that was funny. The Snow Bros one, they just got free promo. They did not pay me for that. They got free promo for no reason. That was crazy. I did not expect Snow Bros on the main channel. Yeah. Well, actually, we have other sponsor games. So tomorrow, we're playing Deliver at All Cost, which I'm actually very excited for. That game looks really cool. And then on Sunday, we're playing YouTuber's Life 3. Let's try it out. Can't wait. We're going to give it a shot. My agency hit me up. They're like, you want to play this? I was like, I sure do. Absolutely, bro. Yes. Okay. What happened to 100% TF2? Bro, you had that idea. Don't act like that was... What do you mean, what happened to the idea you had? You said, hey, let's have TF2 Sunday, and then you thought that was going to happen. I want to do it. You said you wanted to do it. I did say that because I do. I didn't decide the date. One day, okay, let's dial it back a little. We got plans. We got all the time in the world. I'm only 36. It's not like I'm middle-aged. Deliver at All Costs looks very funny. It's funny. I played the demo. I liked it a lot. All right. God bless everybody. Good luck. Happy cringing. Is there anything else I got to do? I should really put this just on my soundboard. What happened to the Subula you owe? Shut up. Fellas, welcome back to Cringe Confessional, the cringiest show on the internet. I set up a forum where my Twitch chat could send me their most embarrassing I keep stumbling over my words. I set up a forum where Twitch chat could send me their most anonymous, their most embarrassing anonymous stories. I set up a Google form where people could send me... See, that's too much. That's too annoying. I set up a Google form where Twitch chat could send me their most embarrassing anonymous stories. Tales of cringe and humiliation and embarrassment like you've never seen before. And tonight, I'm going to read them. And I'm going to read off their IP addresses because it wasn't really anonymous. Let's go ahead and listen to some stories, shall we? Actually, I'm going to cut that. Hold on. Editor, cut that. Let's do this one. Let's go ahead and listen to some stories and feel better about ourselves, shall we? That's better. If you put that in the video, people will not submit. That's a good point. Hold on, let me correct that. Also, you can submit to this series yourself. Did you know that? Cringe.coney.gg. Submit your most embarrassing story. I was joking about the IP address part. I promise. I don't know where you live. I promise. I'm not making that up. Also, like and subscribe, or else. Let's get to cringing, shall we? It's a lot of mess for the editor. I just made a mess of my plate, and I'm giving it to them. Clean this up. I'm sorry, Quinn and or Tommy. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. Like and subscribe, or he will read off your IP address. I'll save that for the next one. I'm going to be like, last time I asked you to submit, and I told you that I didn't have your IP address. Well, I do now, and I know you're not subscribed. You still didn't do it, which was very foolish. Okay, all right. I think we're all set up. 30 stories, everybody. Enjoy the evening.
Let's go back to 2017 when I had gotten my first girlfriend.
Sure.
About a month into the relationship, she had been sick all day, so after my shift at the local grocery store, I picked up some medicine to bring her.
That's very sweet of you.
Despite her being sick, we were cuddling on her couch watching the news on TV. This is when Hurricane Irma was happening, so of course that's all that was really being reported on.
Uh-huh.
The news lady was talking about severe flooding and damages in Florida.
Right.
I was just getting out of my edger phase, but still I scoffed and said, PFFT, who cares about Florida anyway? Yeah, fellas, in a somber voice. My then girlfriend says, my grandmother lives there.
Okay, I mean, it's not that bad.
You could hear a pin drop in that room after that, as I am now panicking in my head, trying to think of something to say to save me, but it was doomed.
Well, I guess so. I hope she's okay, I guess. Well, if your grandmother is half as smart as you are, she'll be completely fine. Equating surviving a hurricane to intelligence. Riz.
I basically just told my new girlfriend, who was already having a bad enough day due to her cold, that I didn't give a shit about her presumably lovely grandmother.
Yeah, just she has a cold and her grandmother might be dead. That's tough.
We went to get along.
Yeah, that was for other reasons, though. That one's not that bad, though. That's fine, as long as your grandmother's okay. If not, you're a bad person. This is just a dumb boy being a dumb boy. Yeah, that's fine. You were just being silly and flaming Florida. And again, Florida, like, I feel like Florida is pretty high up on the states you're allowed to flame and hate. I think this might be a generational thing, but when I was younger, everybody hated New Jersey. Everybody made fun of New Jersey. It was like the armpit of America. Everybody makes fun of Florida now, which they, I think, always did, but it's like, they still do. I mean, Jersey is like, I think, the punching bag, but Florida's pretty high up there now. So, Ohio, right. I don't think that was, like, mad at Ohio. I think it was more Ohio is, like, a very silly state to exist. And I don't know why. I don't know why it exists in this space where it's... I think it's because there's so many people there. That is a very populated state for no reason. It's not really known for anything, but it's extremely big. I don't know. It's a random state. I guess it's the funny XD random holds up Spork state. I went to Ohio a few times, and it pissed me off. Cleveland's a weird zone. Was I in Cleveland, Cincinnati? I don't remember where I went. It wasn't good.
I started high school over Zoom Google Meets.
Okay.
And the way my...
Wait, how old are you? Started high school. Let's assume that's COVID. 19? Okay. You're allowed to be in here. Barely.
And the way my school did it is that half of the school would go in one day and everyone else would stay home.
Okay.
And then it would switch the next day.
Weird, but all
One
right.
day in PE class, my friend, who I'll call Gary, had his camera on. And me, being a 14-year-old boy, thought that pretending to be gay was the funniest
That's so
thing
funny
in the
when
world.
you're 14 or Aiden
So
Ross.
I typed Gary
That's
looks
so
cute
funny.
today into the class text chat.
Right.
Gary
one.
responded with some variant of like, thanks bro, no homo.
Gary's funny too.
To which I
Gary's so
responded,
funny.
calling myself gay, full homo.
Yeah.
This whole interaction was a terrible idea.
A laugh riot in the Zoom chat. This is hilarious. I wonder what the teacher thinks of this.
Because even though I thought it was fine to pretend to be gay, my school thought that I was calling Gary gay as an insult, and so we both were sent to the principal's office the next day.
Oh, that is kind of a weird situation to be in. You might be able to sue the school. Why did you think it was a detrimental thing? Why did you think it was derogatory? It wasn't, but why did you think that? Get some money from the county.
And the principal read out the chat logs in a noticeably irate voice.
Full homo! I'm thinking of the principal from a Goofy movie, because that's what my kid's into right now. If you don't stop being full homo, you're going to wind up in the electric chair!
The sound of this probably mid-60s-old ripped man saying no homo
Hey, check
in a
it out,
thick
New
Jersey
Jersey.
accent has not ever left my brain.
This is no homo. Gary, you look kind of cute today. No homo. Thanks, bro. Full homo. No. What the hell are these kids writing?
The sound, and in the moment, it made me
That's
burst
pretty
out
funny.
laughing, which resulted in him yelling at me and me crying like a bitch.
Okay, that's it's a big vibe shift there. Getting yelled at by the principal and crying. How did this even... We've escalated this all over the place. A lot of emotions are flooding in now. So you are gay. Oh, so you're gay. Okay, so you are gay. I thought so. All right, get out of here. Listen, go live your truth, kid. Love is love. That's funny. That's a good story. Thanks for writing in. Bottom behavior? Ah, so Gary, you must be the top, and then this kid's the bottom. Okay, all right.
Good evening, Coney and chat.
Good evening.
The day was a typical fortnight kinda night. Before I got on, I was with my girlfriend and we had just went for a 2-mile walk and 1-mile run.
Mm-hmm.
After we finished, she gave me a cup of milk and a ganzito.
What the hell is a guncito? Can anybody in chat tell me before I have to open up a tab? No idea. A what? A Latin American candy. Chocolate Twinkie? Thank you.
After, I was feeling a little gassy on the car ride home to my parents' house, but it had gone away.
Okay.
I got home and was still a little hungry and still wanted some milk, drank another cup,
Right.
and made a quesadilla for myself. Scrumptious. My older brother had asked me if I wanted to okay some fortnight, and I agreed.
Yeah.
We got on and were having a grand old times.
What is up with this guy typing? Scrumptious grand old times? This guy is typing strangely. This is like Skinwalker stuff. Something's going on with this guy.
Then one match I kept needing to fart, so I let out a few while muting my mic.
How loud is
My
it?
brother and I play online in our rooms, so luckily he wasn't there to hear them. We had done the Fortnite glitch where you create a giant teammate.
Okay.
It was so funny, but towards the climax of the game my stomach began a war.
Uh-huh.
Never in my life was I lactose intolerant, but I guess it was too much dairy.
You did
I
have
told
quite
my
a lot
brother
of
and
dairy,
friend,
yeah.
"Hey, I got to take a shit, I'll be And before I can finish, I just muted as at the moment I began to feel the shit gates open up.
Poop story.
Luckily,
yeah,
my room
okay.
is next to the restroom, so I clenched my butt cheeks and ran to the restroom where I sat in
But you made
disappointment
it.
and disbelief at my boxes full of shit.
Oh, you didn't
After
make
cleaning and disposed my
it. You
boxes in the
didn't
trash
make
outside,
it. Oh.
I came back to my room where my brother and friend had won the game and were hyped as I stood there with no boxes or shorts, just in disbelief of what had just happened.
Wait, you're just naked there now? You didn't put on more clothes? You came back in naked. Victory Royale! They didn't even need you to win, bro. That's pretty good. That's a story they're never going to forget. They got a win, came outside, you just shit your pants, you're just standing there like Porky Pig. That's cool. Dripping on the carpet? Stop. You're being gross now. Don't do that. Yeah, a towel at least. Like, put on something. Tablecloth? I don't know, man. Figure it out. That's gross. Ugh.
Good evening, Coney and chat.
Good evening.
The day was a typical
Oh, I didn't copy and paste it. Oops. That's the same one. No more good evenings. All right.
When I was 17, I went on a French exchange trip with my French
Ooh la
class.
la, très
The
bien.
family I was with were lovely. Just a mum, dad, a son the same age as me, and an older son. The older son had just started up a new restaurant in Lyon, and we were all going for the opening night.
Okay.
It was a closed event, so it was only close family and friends, including the younger son's girlfriend and her friends, but still extremely fancy. Fun facts about French people: when meeting, you do the two kisses thing on either cheek,
Right.
and they're also very short.
French people?
I am a 6'3"
Really?
fit Australian guy, and the girlfriend is maybe 4'10".
Is that true? Are French people short? I don't know enough French people. I didn't think they had that, like, reputation. I've never heard of that. Really? Napoleon. That's one guy. You can't do... Name one other short French guy in history. Name a single one. The greeting is short? No, they're talking about the thing being short, stupid. I thought that too. I was like, wait, the greeting is short? And then I realized that they're actually talking about height. Ludwig. You know, I've never actually looked at Ludwig's height. He might be an inch taller than me. I don't know. Next time I see him, we're gonna stand back to back and see. He might be my height. He might be 5'9". I don't know. Not sure. We'll see. Oh, you hella short. I am not! I hate being 5'9" because everybody thinks I'm coping and that I'm actually 5'6", but I say 5'9". I'm not getting back into this.
I've never done the kisses thing before in my life, and being neurodivergent, I'm also not a fan of physical touch,
Okay.
especially with strangers.
Sure.
This tiny little girl goes to give me the kiss greeting, and I awkwardly freeze up instead of bending down to greet her.
Uh-huh.
She then starts trying to physically drag me down to her level to do it, but I'm not
She's gonna
budging.
climb you like a tree.
Everyone is watching and can clearly see what's happening as I naturally tower above everyone in the building.
No, earn it. Come get your kissies.
Eventually she got the message it's not happening, and I had ruined the vibe of the fancy new meet and greet for the first night
You're
of the
probably
restaurant.
wondering why you hate
I also
that
later
poor
fell
girl.
asleep at the table because I was still jet lagged.
Okay, well that's even worse. You are why people hate America. Oh, wait, you're Australian? Never mind. I was gonna say you're why the French hate Americans. They're so rude over there. It's because of people like you. Why don't you observe the customs, huh? Mon chéri? Crikey, this French lass won't stop climbing my jimmies. Jimmies? I think they say. That's funny. Coney, I have a confession. I was that guy who shit himself on Fortnite, and it's my birthday today. Congratulations, Fortnite shit guy. Happy birthday to you. You shouldn't drink milk anymore. You gotta stop with the milk and gancitos, young man. Happy birthday, poop boy. Why don't you treat yourself to a nice pair of boxers, huh? Get yourself something premium. You deserve it.
Coney, I'm blind as a bat, and when I was a kid would often break my glasses in various activities just rousing around.
Okay.
So when it was time to get new glasses, and my optometrist showed me these frames that can twist in the middle and reform back with
Oh, I've
heat,
seen those. Those
I
are
talked
awesome.
my mother into getting them for
Those
me
are
and
cool.
thought I was so cool.
Yeah.
One day I was with cousins hanging out and wanted to impress them. I said, "Hey, check this out," and quickly twisted my frames in the middle, expecting them to just bend and reform. They broke, snapped like a thin, dried up twig in fall. From my cousin's pov, I had just snapped my glasses for no reason in front of them.
Watch this! I'm faking it!
They asked me, "So they're magnetic and will come together, right?" I explained to them what was supposed to happen, and now, even 10 years
That's
later,
fun.
we all still laugh hard about it.
That's pretty good.
I think it's funny as hell too, that for no good reason, I broke my glasses.
That's pretty funny. That's a good story. Them shits are $200 too. I was gonna say, those things sound like they're the expensive pair if they have that level of like flexibility. How strong are you? It can't be that easy to snap them if they're that bendy. Well, I guess it doesn't expect you to put that much torque on it. That's a fun story. Thanks for writing in. A nice, wholesome little tale.
During my senior year,
Do it right now? I could. I don't know where I got these. Oh, I could definitely snap these. Where did I get these? Does anyone know the lore? I don't know what costume I got these from. I might have just searched like nerd costume and just took the glasses. Smash? What Smash? Party City? No, I ordered something on Amazon. I'd be ordering costumes on Amazon and returning them, but not these. Like the Ryu costume. Still my Pickle Rick, though.
During my senior year in high school, I went through a lot of different phases of hyperfixations.
Right.
These would often bleed into my school projects and assignments.
That's
Unfortunately, I wasn't a very sociable kid, so there wasn't anyone around to talk me out of it.
That's a shame.
To name
Somebody
a
should have
few,
stopped you.
I made a PowerPoint presentation on the history of Minecraft and ended up doing a AP Lit story based on Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
You know, those aren't that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Everybody in chat is making fun of you. I don't think it's that bad. That's, well, I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Maybe that's, like, especially, I don't know, man. Could be worse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they expect you to, like, have some personal interests, right? That you bring into your courses. That's what makes learning fun. Who said education can't be fun, huh?
But the worst one by far was in my advanced computers class. At the time of
At 17, 18 years old? Okay, wait, did they say senior year of high school? Oh. I retract my previous statements. There's a critical bit of world building that I may have missed. I thought we were talking like 13, 14. Okay. Never mind.
At the time of making the project I was really into, well, I won't name drop, but it was a infamous glasses and necktie movie reviewer on YouTube.
Sure, I think I...
You know the one.
I think I do.
So my project was to make and edit and short film.
One.
What ended up happening was I did a movie review of The Amazing Spider-Man. And since I didn't really have any friends or ways to film myself, I ended up having a teacher film me doing it the most cringe-worthy impressions of the aforementioned YouTuber trying to emulate the style, even going as far as calling myself the nitpicker.
Dude, teachers don't get paid enough to deal with this shit. Is he staying after school to cultivate your curious mind? Is this teacher, like, going into overtime to help you on your educational journey into adulthood? This poor guy. Okay.
even going as far as calling myself the nitpicker. The worst part is I never actually completed the movie review.
I don't think that's
the
the
whole
worst
thing
part.
just abruptly ends with a cutaway gag, and then the "it's a trap" clip from Star Wars. The only silver lining is that only about 5 proper were in the class who saw it, and to this day it remains a stain in my memories I do not look back on fondly.
I would love to see that video. I really would. Only 5 people have seen it, but there's about 1,300 people in here right now, and I would love to expose it to 1,300 more people. We can all watch it together, okay? And nobody will laugh at you. No, we're all going to have a good time, because we've all done something this embarrassing, right, chat? We've all been there. Who among us hasn't done a long, extensive impression of the nostalgia critic to their teacher? Unironically true. Uh-oh! So that's 2 guys. 2 guys have done that. I did shit like that in high school. 3 guys. 3 guys. I was kidding. My bad. I think I tricked you people. My bad. I Bugs Bunnied you. I got you to self-report. I just don't think I was old enough or young enough for that. I probably would have done it if I was in middle school or early high school. Unironically, I did do something like this. Okay, all right. Well, I didn't know that everybody was pretending to be the nostalgia critic in AVGN. I guess they were very influential, right? Everybody wants to be an influencer. Had a guy like that in sophomore college. No. This is such a stupid question that just popped in my head, but I'm going to say it out loud anyway. I wondered if schools... Okay, so when I went to high school, there was a kid that was the anime kid. He demanded everybody call him Dark Angel. He ran like Naruto, and he wore a big cape, and he had the headband, and he dressed like a Naruto guy, right? Cool guy, yeah. I wondered if schools had like a nostalgia critic kid who would show up with a white button-up with a tie, and that's why it was a stupid question, because I don't think they did. Mine did? No. Is that real? So that's like an archetype a kid could be. A kid could show up like a Fortnite skin, but for the nostalgia critic in class. That's def a thing now. Really? Huh. I don't think Nostalgia Critic has pull like that anymore. I don't mean now. I mean like back whenever he was popular, where people dressing up like the Nostalgia Critic. And not in like an Avril Lavigne way, where it's like, I'm being ironic, I'm punk rock, and I'm pretending to be formal. Not Nostalgia Critic specifically, but showing up all dressed in a suit. Yeah, I saw some of those. Those kids were around. Yeah. Sure. The folded arms commenter. Bow, 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 bow. Some kids wore dream masks. That's crazy. That does make sense, though, I guess. Kids are impressionable. Kids be saying chicken jockey and skibbity toilet, and I don't know. Kids are stupid. Part of being a kid.
Kirby's...
I talked about the AVGM once, and for some fucking reason, a kid thought it was the title of a porno, and I was known as the school coomer. That kid is so funny. That kid got the shit out of you. Angry video game nerd? What is that? Some porno shit? Everybody at that school must have hated you. If not one person saved you from that social interaction, you must be an asshole. It would be so easy to give you, like, their hand to pull you out of that pit. Everybody at that school hates you. Oh, yeah, I do think the angry video game nerd is a porn. We all do, right? Everybody is just engaging in this psyop to hate you specifically. I talked about the AVGN literally once. You can do that with anything. Hey, did anybody go see Sinners this weekend? Sinners? Do you mean the porn movie? Yeah, the porn! That guy asked if we watch porn! You can just do that with anything now. Just get a big ass psyop going. God, I hate high school. High school is a lawless land, man. That's funny. AVGN is shorthand for a vagina. Everybody knows this. And then you get to be the cool kid who knows the adult slang.
Kirby's Canvas Curse for the DS is a terrible, awful game.
I've heard.
Here is what happened to me when I was a kid, and how the game broke my DS.
Did you
As a
break your
child,
DS? I'm
I
gonna
have
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and guess you broke your DS. I don't think the game did it. Did you snap it in half? Let's find out, intrepid viewers.
As a child, I have always had a hard time controlling my anger when playing games.
I didn't even have to hit play. It was literally up there on the screen. I didn't read it, and now there it is. We have our answer. All right, what did you do to Kirby?
And to make matters worse, when I would get mad, my mother would threaten to take the game away, which only fueled that inner fire.
Dude, I've said this on stream before. My kid has done this, and it is crazy to see happen from the other side. My kid got mad at Mario Kart, and I was like, hey, sweetie, if you're not having fun with Mario Kart, we got to put it away. And she got really angry, which is crazy to watch. Because it's such a weird... It's like, seeing the gamer rage when it's somebody that came from you, when it's somebody that's related to you. Like, I'm not watching this on a YouTube video of, like, embarrassment that I'm doing while eating my burrito bowl. Watching somebody rage in front of you in private in the comfort of your own home for only you to see, and you have to de-escalate the situation, is a very different experience. It's crazy. Very private crash out. Yeah, I told her to go to her room, and she did. She just screamed. It was weird. Different world. But I feel like I'd be more embarrassed if she was playing Kirby.
One late game level was so hard that even after looking up a walkthrough of it, I couldn't get past it.
Kirby?
Weeks passed and I had it after one particular attempt and yelled. My mother called for me to calm it down or she's taking away my DS. And that sent me over the edge. I looked back at my DS and wanted to teach this game a lesson for not letting me get past this one level.
Did you snap it in half?
I stood up, took the DS, and smashed it backwards over my knee, splitting it in two.
I think that's a design failure of the DS. It is so easy to snap, and it looks so fun to do. I never owned a DS, but I feel like I would not be able to resist the call of the void to just pull it the other way. Is it not easy? It looks very easy. Like, I feel like I could do it with one hand. Maybe I'm underestimating how big a DS is, but I feel like I could just... Very tempting. Yeah, because, like, you kind of want to see how much resistance it could take. It is very easy, especially the older ones. Yeah. Feels like that would not be hard.
Just seconds after, I realized I had taken my DS away from myself.
You know, I didn't really think about it that way until you did. That's a very philosophical way of doing it. But you went out on your own terms.
I could never play any of the other games I had, with no hope of convincing my mother to fix or buy me another one.
That's not true. You say it broke on its own. You could say, if you told your mom that it was just a very intense game and you were playing it normally and you weren't even mad, that, Mom, I am totally calm. I am at peace with myself and my abilities. Check this out. Look what happened to my DS. It just did that, Mom. Maybe it'll work.
Kirby Canvas Curse got me in so much trouble and broke my DS.
It did not break your DS. Stop saying that.
Kirby.
That's not... You gotta take accountability. We gotta take accountability and be honest with ourselves. It was clearly not Kirby Canvas Curse. They made Kirby's Epic Yarn for this guy. Of all the Kirby games, man. The game is ass, though, Kirby. Maybe. I don't know about this part. I didn't own a DS. I don't play mobile games. One of my funny phrases. I love saying that one. Let's change it up. How about a little Rod this fine evening? Let's get Rod in here. Rod is in the building! Okay.
When I was 15, I worked in a gourmet popsicle shop. and I had a crush on one of the other girls that worked there.
A gourmet popsicle shop? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Bougie ass? That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering what that looks like. Oh, I think they have this at Arundel Mills Mall. Okay, I see it. Those are kind of cool, actually. I might kind of fuck with that. I've seen like gourmet cupcakes and gourmet donuts and cookies and all that, like crumble or whatever, but never seen popsicles. Neat.
One day, we were making a batch of pumpkin pie popsicles.
Yum.
She had worked there longer than I had and kept telling me how good they were, so I was excited to try one.
Okay.
When they came out of the blast
Thanks, Tricky,
freezer,
for the prime.
I was busy washing dishes, so she brought me one. She held the pop out for me to grab, but I was elbows deep in dishwater.
Okay.
For some reason, I decided to just lean down and take a bite out of it instead of taking it from her.
Yeah.
I fit as much of it as I could in my mouth and then bit down. Immediately, my teeth sunk into the creamy popsicle. I was stuck. I stood there for about 5 seconds just staring at this super cute girl with the popsicle that was in her hand fused to the roof of my mouth before it occurred to me that my hands still worked.
Okay.
I grabbed the stick from her and wrenched the pop out of my mouth.
Okay.
She just kinda stared at me and walked away. That interaction still haunts me.
I could tell, based on your retelling, this is a way worse situation than it sounds. Like, this doesn't sound that bad, but I'm considering myself in this spot with a girl that I liked looking up, having the popsicle, hands in the water. This is like the most vulnerable spot you could be. You're like a rabbit stuck in a trap. Like, your leg is in a bear trap, and you can't get out. You just have to pray that she shows you some mercy. That poor girl. I mean, you could have been really smooth with it. It's kind of flirty if you just take a little bite and, oh, thanks. And then it's funny because, like, you could do... I could see you, being a little riz with it, right? But not the way you did it. You shouldn't have taken the biggest bite you could. Oh, that's funny. That's a good story. I don't know why she's offering you a popsicle when you're clearly cleaning, by the way. That's not really, I feel like that's her fault.
When I was in 7th grade, I went to a Catholic school
Really?
that was grade 6-12, and I was in the school musical.
He didn't even
Oklahoma that year. I was lucky enough to get a speaking role, so I was mic'd up for the performance.
Okay.
As a 12-year-old, I brought my 3DS everywhere I could, including back...
And I was playing Kirby Canvas Curse, and did you know that game is a piece of shit? That's a terrible game.
As a 12-year-old, I brought my 3DS everywhere I could, including backstage, and one night of the show, I was playing Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, and showing my friend who was also in the show, specifically Zero Suit Samus, and the fact that her alternate outfits included ones in sports bras.
Okay.
Now I don't remember what exactly got picked up, but the sound system was being run by another student, and apparently the audience heard me talking about Zero Suit Samus in the middle of the
way!
Someone had to come backstage and tell me to shut up, and I have been
You were
extra
hot
careful with mic
mic'd?
attacks ever since, even muting them backstage manually even when I was told not to.
Oh my god, that's insane. That is unbelievable. It depends on what you said, though. Because I think the audience would not know who Zero Suit Samus is. Most of the audience doesn't know who that is, right? Like, what kind of performance is this? Is this for adult... Okay, it was just a performance. You just got parents in the crowd. Parents don't know who Zero Suit Samus is. But if you were talking about her sports bra costume... Yeah, they probably know sports bra. Yeah. Look at that. If you hit L and R, all of her clothes come off. Hot mic, hot mic, hot mic! Zero Suit sounds bad? Yeah, but, like, that could be, like, a cool sci-fi thing, right? It can't be that bad. Hot mic middle schooler has got to be the worst thing ever. Yeah, I don't think anything that you say in middle school should ever be broadcast to anyone. You should just go in a little echo chamber just for you until the time that you turn, like, 15, probably. Soon as you're, like, a freshman, that's when you're allowed to come out and have opinions and say things. That's wild. Dude, hot mics are scary. If you've never been mic'd up, like, when I've done Smash tournaments, we always make sure that our mics are quiet in between, like, commercial breaks or whatever. Because we just talk about bullshit, right? We talk about behind-the-scenes drama or, like, did you know this event hasn't paid me yet? Dude, it's been, like, 6 months. Seriously? Blah, blah, blah. We're shit-talking. And it's like, I don't think it's ever happened that the mics have been, like, on and caught something crazy. But I think, like, it could happen very easily. And honestly, a production person could absolutely just destroy someone's career. Someone doing tech at a Smash tournament could absolutely just blow up somebody's whole thing. Oh, dude, I know so much. I'm saying, you got all the bitchy gossip, bro. JD, you be working the backstage stuff, production. Eons, you too. Like, you guys know this stuff, man, right? Like, there was a hot mic incident just recently with TK and Chuck. Really? I know Chuck got hot mic'd before. I think it was Chuck and Max, but they were being nice. They were talking about nice things. I feel like I remember you getting hot mic'd before, but I don't think it was anything crazy. Yeah, I've been hot mic'd before, but I wasn't saying, like, if I'm on the mic with somebody I'm not especially comfortable with, or, like, if I'm not going to dish on gossip or talk shit with, like, somebody who I'm new with, right? But, like, if it's me and TK or me and EE, bro, I am flaming. Dude. The amount of wild cutting room floor footage I got at Panda was awesome. I'm saying, that stuff's out there somewhere. For real. Would you get banned? No. No, people would just... it's not like I'm saying slurs or anything like that. I'm just, like, venting my frustrations with stuff at the event. Like, there have been times that certain commentators have rubbed casters the wrong way, and we all have an opinion about it, right? Smoke break shit. Yeah, exactly. That's all. Sometimes people have been kind of annoyed about things, or, like, you know, it's whatever. But, you know, you get through it. You get through it, and it's fine. And it's just locker room talk. It's just smoke break stuff. It's fine. Who cares? But if it does get out there, then it's a bigger deal. That's all. Trying to vent and that shit hits the air, that's what I'm saying, bro. You don't want to do that. It's our job, man. We got to be able to talk there. My bad, that was a loaded question. That's okay, man. I appreciate your curiosity. I heard Smash players say actual slurs on hot mic and they came out fine. Wait, really? Where did you hear that? Do you have the tape? It wasn't me, was it? My bad, I didn't know y'all could hear that. When's your Tom Brenneman tape coming out? I don't know what that is, but I bet it's... Is it a guy saying... Is it like Hulk Hogan, what Hulk Hogan did? Play the Cracker Barrel clip. Dude, that went around again. The Cracker Barrel thing? That's going around again now. That shit's going... It's going viral. Woohoo! He's the guy who apologized on air and called a home run during it? Oh, yeah! That guy, whose apology is immortalized because the guy happened to hit a home run while he was very sorry about his language. I forgot about that. What's the Cracker Barrel clip? You haven't seen it? People post it in chat. I was saying that TK has to go to Cracker Barrel with me because of the innate racism aura that you can feel in a Cracker Barrel. You know what I'm talking about? It just has this latent energy inside, you know? You can watch that clip if you want. Listen, I said it to help him. I'm saying I'm protecting him. You know what I mean? I'm like, you ever see Django Unchained? I'm the doctor, right? He's my boy. He goes where I go. I'm a hero. That's me. It's a little racist. Got a sensitive chat today. Oh, can't say anything anymore. There's also the R-month clip. Bro, that's because whenever it's February, that's all they say. During Black History Month, bro, we had a summit in March. Bro, there was a Smash Summit in March, and after hearing Bam, TK, and EE keep saying during Black History Month, I had to let them know. Oh, yeah? That's over now! It's Women's Month now. Let's celebrate our queens. First off, happy International Women's Month. Are you seriously going to mention the Cracker Barrel clip and not even post the link? People are posting the link in chat. Go watch it. I don't want to watch it on stream because we're doing this. I'd have to set it up and look at it. And then I'm watching myself and you're watching it. It's right there. Every month is International Women's Month. Bro, you're ahead of the game. I like that. Coney doesn't post links famously. Oh. Is this going to be a new gimmick? That's fun. They changed the Cracker Barrel near me to look modern. It no longer looks country. Dude, I know. It looks like a Bob Evans in there. It's like a modern... I went to one... When we were in Florida, we went to like a modern Cracker Barrel. Have you guys seen those? Dude, they're different. I'm not kidding. It's like... It's like the walls are white now instead of being like beige and like weathered. I don't know how to put it. Millennialized, kind of. They don't have like the things on the walls at Cracker Barrel where it's like the signposts and like the wagon wheels or whatever. More or less racist? Way less, I think. It's not even ever that Cracker Barrel was racist, I think. I mean, maybe it depends on the individual stores. It was more that it peddled very heavily in like the good old days of like, you know, the old South. And it's not that, like, the place is explicitly racist, but it has a lot of ties to a certain era in history that may be seen as, you know, not ones that certain people might want to go back to. More Paula Deen racist. I think she said it. I think she's different, right? Didn't she say it? I think she said it. Cracker Barrel rebrand is an indicator of boomers dying off for sure. Dude, I talked about this last stream. Like, about Red Lobster being dead now. Like, what is the pivot? Like, Cracker Barrel's going to have to pivot. Because they were really peddling in, like, boomer history, like, good old days stuff. It's dead. Red Lobster isn't... It's dead, like... They still have them, but nobody's in there. It's just the lobsters. Like, I've literally never... I don't see any cars in the parking lot. I don't think anybody goes into the restaurant. Apparently, they went out of business, but they're still open in some places. Maybe they're independent. I don't know. Don't they have free shrimp? Does anyone have free shrimp? Where can I get free shrimp? I want shrimp. The lobsters won. You know what's really sad? There's got to be one abandoned Red Lobster out there with the lobster still in that tank. All the lights are off. The doors are locked and closed. Right? The windows boarded up, and the lobsters are still crawling around in there. And he's huge. That's what I'm saying. I want to eat that lobster.
This story takes place in Appalachian, Kentucky.
Uh-huh.
I am 17. Me and my friends decide to get way too much alcohol and do some airsoft in the middle of the forest.
Sounds awesome.
Long story short, it was 40 degrees.
Never mind.
Raining,
What the
there
fuck
was
are
a
you
new moon,
doing?
So we couldn't see hardly at all.
Why are you doing that?
We
Go
skip the
home.
airsoft and drink heavily.
Why are you
I
doing it
end
in
up
the rain?
shirtless, face down on wet grass, passed out. I throw up, ask for a flashlight to see the vomit, say vomit, and pass out again.
What?
When they eventually get me in a tent, I wake up to pee and leave the tent flap open.
Okay.
I decide that I actually want to drive back home.
No, don't do that. Don't
Unfortunately,
do
I
that.
can't find my way back, so I just kinda give up and take a nap in an abandoned shack we found previously.
Fuck, this
My
thing is
friends run to the
breakneck
shack,
pace.
freezing and soaking wet, saying to me, "Is gone and the fucking tent was open."
What?
They have the great idea to build a fire for.
What is going
shack.
on here?
Well, we do end up pretty toasty.
Are you
One
drunk
of them
now?
nearly faints from smoke inhalation.
What?
We make our way back to our cars, and I realize I had previously locked my keys in
Oh
my trunk.
no! Okay.
We then cram into one car,
Everybody get in the
dropped
vehicle.
off through the night, and I have to
Uh-huh.
explain to my parents that they have to drive me to the woods with a spare key for my
To
car,
get your key
while
out of the
denying any
trunk.
form of drinking to somehow scrape what little respect I can from them in this situation.
Uh-huh.
I am 23 now and can say That is the most drunk I have ever been.
I don't know if you were fully sober writing this story. I'm going to be 100% honest. That thing was breakneck. That was like the last 30 minutes of Uncut Gems. That was stressful. What are you even talking about? That was so fast. Literally Appalachia incarnate. Yeah, this paints a very particular picture of like the American Southeast, right? It was engaging, I will say that. That's very Kentucky, Unironically, can I listen to the whole thing again? From the start, I don't think there's much to say. Guy got really drunk and had one of the worst nights of his life. Again, well, I don't know why you're doing airsoft in the rain, man. Outside and all that stuff, that doesn't feel worth it. Appalachia, my guy. I'm pretty sure it's Appalachia. If it's Appalachia, I'm going to kill you. Hold on 1 second.
Appalachia.
It's kind of close.
Appalachian.
Really? Appalachian Werewolf says it's Appalachia. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Oh my God. Why have I only heard Appalachian? I've only heard Appalachian. What is that? Appalachian. Appalachian. No. Appalachian. I'm in Texas and we say it like you do. I have never heard Appalachian. Like straight up never heard that before. All right, my bad. You live today. You were so close to getting cactused. I'm honestly shocked. I'm still going to say Appalachian. I've only heard Midwest say Appalachia. I'm still going to say Appalachian. You're never going to take away my God-given right to say things wrong. I heard it on TV, which means that I'm allowed to keep doing it. That's wild. You're saying it like a city slicker. Maryland doesn't really have any things like that. I guess Maryland itself. Maryland. We don't have anything like that. Massachusetts is Worcester, right? Stupid.
When I was in the 2nd or 3rd grade,
Yeah!
When I was in the 2nd or 3rd grade,
Let's
I was invited
go!
to a friend's birthday party. It was in their backyard and they had a pool, so it was a big-ass pool party. Like a third of my grade was there, I think.
Cool.
At the time, a lot of my friends were just asshole kids, so they found fun in pushing people into the pool when they weren't paying attention, and then laughing as they got frustrated.
That's very funny.
I thought, hey, let me try that, and I turned around and pushed someone in. I thought I was so cool, until seconds later when I heard the kid in the pool making noises other than frustration, for you see, the kid I pushed in didn't know how to swim.
Maybe that's good for him. Maybe he'll learn. Maybe he'll learn how to do it. I don't know. They do that to infants, bro. He'll figure it out. Drowned a kid. Okay, was he wearing jeans? If he was wearing jeans, we have a different style. That's attempted murder. If he's in a swimsuit, my biggest conspiracy theory is that everybody knows how to swim. I don't think people do not know how to swim. Like, if you don't, I can understand if you were dropped in the middle of the ocean and you can't get back to the beach. If you got pushed into a pool and you can't get out of the pool, you're just like a sim without a ladder. Just, oh, hell. Like, I don't, like, that's, I don't want to say it's natural selection, right? But, like, come on, man. Like, make an effort. Push the water behind you. Push the water a little bit. Some folks don't have instincts. Your instincts are installed, dude. They came with evolution. Yes, you do. As a swim instructor, people do not know how to swim. How? How do people... I genuinely This is unbelievable to me. Again, I get if you can't swim like a distance to get away from the water. If you are pushed into a pool, perhaps a foot or two from the wall, you can't make it to the wall, die. Are you serious? Whistle now, big guy. Okay, mouth shape is not the same as swimming ability. That's not the same. That's not the same. The way that my mouth is shaped is not the same as everybody got arms. If you push a guy with no arms or no legs into a pool, his name must be Bob. Sorry, that old joke came into my mind as I was saying that. If you push a guy with no limbs into a pool, then he... +2. Thanks, man. I think I read that in a joke book in elementary school. A+. Really? A+? Must be grading on a curve. If a guy has arms and legs, he can make it to the wall. I literally learned how to whistle late in life. It's your fault. Your experience is not universal, man. What are you talking about? What kind of narcissism is that? Also, what is late in life to you? Are you 21? How old are you? Your late in life and my late in life are not the same. Are you near death? Are you in hospice? How old is that chatter? Do you have any wisdom to impart? What a fucked up thing to say. You guys are pissing me off. What if you push him into a hot tub, then his name is Stu? I've never heard that one. That's really good. That's an A+ one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. That's really good. If he's at your door, his name is Matt. I have heard that one. I think that was probably in the same book. Hang him on a wall. His name is Art. Okay, we're digging through the bottom of the barrel now. I think these are a little bit more and more contrived, but a lot of knee slappers today. Yeah. Funny chat. I don't think anybody doesn't know how to swim. I think if you are thrown into a pool and it's life or death, you'll figure it out real quick. Okay?
He was helped out of the pool and didn't drown or anything. But everyone there just suddenly gave me the most disappointing look of wow, what an asshole, and it made me want to grow a turtle shell to hide in for the rest of the party.
Yeah, because you almost killed a kid. Honestly, again, I don't think you should have done that, and I think it was a mean thing to do. But I also think maybe he learned how to swim after that. Maybe he started showing up at his local pool and taking some lessons or something, right? I think if you don't know how to swim and you make it to like 20 years old, you are in grave danger. I'll say it that way. Go ahead. No, I'm not gonna. I don't want to be mean. I think you are doing a disservice to your own health. Let's say. If it's life or death, you will learn how to whistle. Shoot me. Kill me now. When is the last time you swam as an adult? Like 2 weeks ago, man. I was on vacation. Curl your tongue. You almost did it. That's the most I can get, man. Close your lips together. Oh, here we go. Close your lips together. Put them apart. Use your tongue. Don't use your tongue. You want to know why I can't whistle? I have a big-ass tongue. Well, bam! It's taking up all the room in there. You see that? I have a cow tongue, so I can't whistle. There's nowhere for the air to go. Very clean tongue. Except for back there. Yuck. Thanks, Scooch, for the Prime. Wait, did you just subscribe with Twitch Prime, which lets you subscribe to the stream for free without paying any money? Does anybody else have Twitch Prime? I wonder if anybody else has Twitch Prime and if they can go into the stream and see if they could subscribe. That might be a pretty good idea, actually. Wait. Especially because you just got ads. You won't get ads anymore. Try that. Don't try and pivot now. What, you want to go back to the tongue talk? Freak. Curl your tongue the other way as well. Curl it horizontally and vertically. The fuck is this? This guy's a freak. What do you want me to do with it? You want me to bust it wide open with my tongue? What is that? Create a tunnel. Like that? Fold your tongue into a flute. Oh, like SpongeBob do it. This is the rest of the stream. Coney, flex your tongue for me now. Do it upways, sideways, and down. Coney, put that shit backwards for me. I'll drop a prime. There are sites where you can ask for that. It's not Twitch. Thank you, Dipkey Dude. Thank you, Hitezi. Hitezi. Thank you, Ferdinands. Appreciate it. Try to say Q, then blow and try to make your mouth a circle. Q. 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 This is the best I can get it. Make your tongue pointed, not Brooklyn Will. Brooklyn Will has been trying to get me to whistle for 11 years. He's been in this fucking chat trying to get me to whistle and buy AMD products. Make your tongue pointed, purse your lips, and imagine your tongue like a slide whistle. This is really bad ASMR. Behind your teeth. You're blowing too hard. This is so stupid. I'm getting back to the stories. People clicking into the stream, immediately clicking out. What the fuck is going on in here?
I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I know it was around the age where saying cuss words was the worst thing you could do. I wasn't even allowed to say crap.
Right.
I was on the bus ride home from school ranting to the person next to me about my favorite game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
I know that's right.
When a person on the seat to my right said, "Hey, what's cuff backwards?" and me not really thinking immediately said, "Fuck."
Oh no! I'm gonna get in trouble! There's no way Brawlternative is in chat. We spoke his name and he appeared. Skunch himself has been summoned. Did someone say Super Smash Brothers Brawl? Everybody say hi, Brawlternative. Okay. Wait, is that it?
What's cuff backwards? And me not really thinking immediately said fuck. And the moment I realized what I said, I started crying my eyes out for the rest of the bus ride until my stop.
That's the end of the story. That's it. Some kids are really scared of getting in trouble, bro. I don't know if you guys had those friends in school that, like, were really, like, risk averse. But there are a lot of kids like that. That's like a certain type of kid. Oh, you were that friend? You said a bad word and then you thought like God was going to get you? It was me. Yeah, there you go. But I bet you learned a valuable lesson. The people on the bus aren't always your friends. Sometimes they try to get the devil out of you. Watch out. Beware. It's so much funnier to me that nothing happened but self-loathing. Just immediately the eyes start welling up. There's not even an adult on the bus. Like, there's the driver, right? Nobody's going to be mad at you. The driver isn't paid enough to be mad at you. Just immediately start crying. That's funny. That's a good story. You didn't want to be disrespectful.
Hello, Cone.
Hey!
I live in a very small, rural town with nothing to do. Naturally, whenever any event is happening in town, everyone shows up.
Cool.
One such occasion was the yearly Teachers vs. Firefighters charity baseball game. This takes place during the first time I went to the game.
Okay. Brains
the
versus
bleachers were
brawn.
packed, as everyone in town had nothing better to do.
This is an awesome place to live, I guess. It's just Springfield for real.
Since I was in middle school at the time and my dad was a firefighter, I knew all of the players, and they let me hang out in the dugout with them before the game.
Cool.
They were all making lighthearted banter before the game started, so I got the idea to boo the teachers when they get called out.
Okay.
I went and sat with my mom in the bleachers and eagerly awaited for my moment. The announcer comes over the speakers and says, "Now introducing the teacher team," and they loudly booed as soon as the announcer stopped talking. It was completely silent, other than me booing. The teachers on the field, the firefighters, and everyone in the bleachers all silently look at me. The announcer paused for a second, and then, over the speakers he says, and their competition, the firefighters.
The announcer's in on it too. The announcer is also. Oh my god, dude.
The
Hold on,
announcer
there's
paused
more.
for a second,
There's more.
and then,
Hold on.
over the speakers he says, and their competition, the firefighters. I was so embarrassed that I left and walked home.
Wait a minute. Chatter has a good point. Nobody cheered? Did nobody cheer, or did you boo so loud it drowned out the cheering and then everybody stopped cheering? Like, were you so loud with the boo? Because if you were that loud, then yeah, you didn't hit the vibe. But if you were just the only person in the audience making any kind of sound, like, your town might be a cult, man. Are you okay? What's going on in that small town, man? He said it was completely silent. Why is it completely silent? What's going on in this small town, man? Can we have a little fun? This is like the town from Footloose. People aren't hyped up to be there. They're there because it's the only thing going on. Chat, life is what you make it. If you're in a small town and you can't even be excited for the teacher, firefighter, football, or baseball game, you got to leave that town. Move to the big city and make something of yourself. What a fucked up town. Silent Hill-ass town. That's what I'm saying, man. Why is everybody so relaxed? I think that is a fine thing for a kid to do, to boo their teachers in a sporting event. That's fine. And stupid. I don't think you were cringe here, but I do see why you were embarrassed.
When I was...
This is a really good artist's rendition. Hold on, let me go ahead and put this up for the YouTube. Boo teachers! That's pretty good. Okay. Non-AI voice? Yeah, it says these are non-AI, which I don't know how that's true. I mean, I guess text-to-speech isn't always AI. It's been around forever, but the AI voices you can use on here, but you have to, like, pay extra. I don't really do that because we now love our voices. Like Ryan here. Switch over to Ryan.
When I was 6, I was watching some Johnny Bravo on my TV, and I was getting bored after 2 episodes.
Okay.
Because I have already watched those episodes that was currently airing on TV.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, I was rummaging through my mom and dad's closet, and suddenly
Wait.
I found a box that is full of CDs.
Why did we start
and
with
then
Johnny
I remembered
Bravo?
my dad telling me, "Son, don't open mom and dad's closet, okay?
Oh.
Because it has some dangerous stuff inside." And in my head I was thinking, it's only CDs, how dangerous can it be? And then I put one of the CDs onto our DVD player.
What happened?
At the time, our housemaids and my mom were at the living room. My mom was busy typing in the typewriter for her job, and me and the housemaids were watching the TV. At the start of the film there was a man and a woman dancing to jazz music, and then afterwards they started kissing, and suddenly the scene skips to the man licking the woman cooch. My mom heard the moaning sounds and immediately ejected the CD from the DVD player and said, "You're now not allowed in our room, you understand me?"
Okay. Wait, so there's not any escalation here where one of the housemaids, like, were the housemaids seeing that for the first time too? Like, was there not any escalation here? There was no, like, you know, A to B to C, no indication of what was about to happen? The maids were just enraptured by the moment? Why did the housemaids not jump in? I think people could kind of tell what was about to happen.
That was the time that I got to discuss early with my mom and dad, the bird and the bees moment.
Oh. How old were you? 6! That's really bad. A kid can't even, like, fathom that. Yeah, what the fuck were the maids doing here? Oh my god. That's insane. Why are mom and dad keeping that in the closet where you can reach it? There are many shelves. If you're rich enough to hire maids, you could get like a storage unit with a key. That's crazy. Keeping physical porn in your house when you have kids is just reckless. Just another one of the many wonders of the internet. It's all in the cloud now. That's crazy, dude. Who the fuck watches porn on DVD? I assume people before this. I think you kind of had to. What else were you going to do? In between VHS and Pornhub, right? Surely. That's insane, dude. I don't believe this story, I think. If the housemaids didn't step in and do something about this, right? That's crazy. I appreciate that we're pretending this is real. Yeah, this is a dumb story. I'm losing faith in this one. That would be like a video which was like about, I don't know, horse castration tools, and it like opened up with like a cowboy and some soft guitar, and then it immediately like went to the horse castration out of nowhere. That would be, you wouldn't do that. That would be weird if that video existed on YouTube, and if you could find it searching horse castration tools Henderson. Like, that can't exist. That would never exist. Hold on. I want to see if it's still up. Dude, it's in the thumbnail. Don't look it up. Oh my god. Sign in to confirm your age. Enjoy your algorithm, Coney. Nice try, jackass. I'm incognito. Oh, man. Why did Henderson do that? That's what I'm saying. What's his problem? Why he hate horse procreation? Ugh. Okay. I will never forget the guitar riff. I might remember it till I die of that video. Even if I can't find it, I just remember the cowboy looking up at the sunrise. Henderson, horse castration. Oh, man. Oh, it's burned into my mind. I can see the horse testicles now. Jeez.
When I was 15, I was pretty into Game Grumps and
Sure.
would watch their Battle Kid playthrough a lot.
Yeah.
On what was probably the last time I watched that playthrough, I had the bright idea to grab my Wii U gamepad and acted as if I was Arn playing the game, and even would try to lip sync what he said. What's worse is that my brother caught me doing it on account that our desks were right next to each other.
Oh my god. This is such an embarrassing kid thing to do. Like I can picture, I could see you in my mind's eye doing this thing. And it's not a pretty picture.
He looks at me with the most confused look and asks what I was doing. And before I could even answer, he realized what I was doing and started laughing at me.
Pretending to be Aaron from the Game Grumps. I pretend to do this with Coney. Someone does, right? Just by pure numbers. Someone is at their, has been at their house pretending to be me. Surely not? Yes, I've been streaming for 10 years. For sure. Someone's doing it right now. I don't think anybody's doing it right now. Nobody's going to read along with the Cringe Confessional. I bet people tried to whistle. I bet people who don't whistle tried to do it based on chat instruction, right? Did any of you figure it out? Did anybody get help tonight? I got my girlfriend to start doing the uh-oh big-ass voice. Awesome. That's great. I love it when the stupid bullshit from the stream not only infects us, but the people around us, right? That brainworm bullshit starts to take hold on the rest of our lives. Uh-oh. Coney seepage. That's very funny. I whistled to see what I could describe it as, but I couldn't come up with anything. I think some people just can't whistle. Everybody flames me for this. But I think some people just can't do it. I don't have the mouth shape. I can't stop saying ass and it's all your fault. Well, I stole that from chat. Ass was something chat said. So that it's fun to do. Fuck ass is fun to say. I don't know where that came from. But this is kind of a it's a mutual transaction we have going on here. You say my things, I say your things, and we go back and forth. Right? Part of the culture. You can, your mouth is just stupid. Bro, Will, this has been going on for a decade, man. Give it up. I'm never going to whistle. It's not going to happen. I promise the whistling thing is a mental block. Dude, it's not. It's not. I think you guys are trying to bait me. You guys are trying to bait me on this. I'm not talking about this anymore. This is so stupid. Why is it why is it... Comment below, YouTube. Do you think whistling is genetic based on your mouth shape? What do you think? Like, I genuinely... I don't see why it would be impossible to think that the way that your mouth is predisposed would make you more or less likely to whistle. I asked Grok, and Grok said it's a skill issue. Oh, well, if Grok said that, why don't you ask him in unhinged mode? If you can talk, you can whistle. I gotta kill somebody on stream. I'm gonna shoot. I don't have the bullet thing set up. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot somebody in chat. Solar Snail, my bad. I'll see you in 5 minutes. I had to let some steam off. I had to kill somebody. My dark passenger beckoned.
When I started high school, I was carrying the weight of being bullied throughout middle school.
Okay.
So, when I finally started making friends, it felt like a fresh start.
Cool.
One of the first girls to be kind to me became a great friend, and naturally, I developed a crush on her.
That's
We
sweet.
hung out all the time, went to movies, and talked.
Sex! Did Grok really say that? In fact, white people are the best at whistling.
One of the first girls to be kind to me became
That's crazy
a great
Grok
friend,
would say that.
and
That's crazy.
naturally, I developed a crush on her.
Okay, right.
We hung out all the time, went to movies, and talked endlessly at school. Every interaction made my feelings for her grow deeper.
Right.
She became
Big
so
crush.
close to me that even my family liked her.
Aw.
One random Tuesday, while I was immersed in playing Grand Theft Auto V, my phone rang.
Mm-hmm.
It was her. I eagerly answered because I loved talking to her.
Okay.
But this call took a turn I didn't expect. She was calling too excited to tell me she'd just lost her virginity and wanted me to be the first to know.
No way. I've never heard of anything like that.
The kicker? I had the call on speakerphone in the living room.
Oh.
So, not only did I get blindsided by this news, but my parents heard every word too.
Your parents who know that you're into her and she's like a family friend. Oh my god, dude. That's not even funny. That's so sad. I don't know if I could tell. I mean, I could definitely tell that kid it gets better because everything's better than that. This kid might have it the worst. That kid's gonna pop his ult for sure. Ult is ready, yeah. That guy's fully charged. Oh my god, dude. She had to have known that you liked her, right? Surely. She knew. But why would anybody inflict that kind of pain? Oh my god. He wasn't even the first to know. He was at least the second. Why would she call you? She was so excited to tell her best friend. Oh, dude. Dude, that's really bad. Oh. I'm going to have to sit with that one for a while. This got to be worse than the dead dog story. I think pain is subjective. I think everybody feels their own pain. I think trying to measure suffering is a futile effort. I think we can all agree this poor guy has had enough. The first Cringe Confessional where it's entirely on the other person. Yeah, this guy's like completely blameless. Your blame here is getting attached for somebody being nice to you, I guess. Having a crush. Human emotions. Man. That's really sad. I'm sorry, chatter. Holy shit. I don't know if I'd be able to recover. Good lord. It's a fucked up story. It's not even funny. It's just...
When I was a very young kid, I think I was in preschool or grade 1, my dad was installing a new larger side gate.
Okay.
So he could store his boat at the side of the house.
Okay.
He was using
Check
his
out this chatter
angle
over
grinder to
here,
cut
bro.
something
That was the
and
end?
wouldn't
Oh
let
yeah, I
me
should have
get
made...
close.
Sorry, I should have made that clear. That was the end. Yeah. That was it. The parents knew that she lost her virginity, and he had her on speakerphone, and now everybody knows. And that we don't even know how that relationship ended out. I assume they didn't end up together. He would have said that. He would have said that they like spent more time together, or like he confessed, and then they nope. Sometimes stories don't have happy endings. We don't know how that chatter is now. Yeah, that chatter, they're anonymous. We don't know who they are or what happened to them. A lot of rich people watch you. Is that true? That can't be true. If I'm rich, then why did this guy just subscribe with Twitch Prime for free? When you could have spent money. Who? This guy. It's about to. Because rich people are cheap. Oh. We can't see the TV. Well, you're not going to miss anything. Nobody's subbing, so. Okay. Okay. All right, let's start over.
When I was a very young kid, I think I was in preschool or grade 1.
Okay.
My dad was installing a new larger side gate.
Right.
So he could store his boat at the side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
He was using his angle grinder to cut something, and wouldn't let me get close.
Okay.
So being a curious kid, when a piece of metal popped off and rolled towards me, I picked it up, eager to find out what he was cutting. Bad mistake. This very quickly burned 3 of my fingers on my right hand. I yelped in pain, and my dad turned around to see I had burned myself on the cutoff.
I wouldn't know that was hot
He
either.
took me to my
that
mom,
might
who
happen
was
to
a
me
doctor,
now.
and helped me treat the burn.
Dr. Mom? Boat installing side gate dad and Dr. Mom? Drop 10 gifties right now.
He took me to my mom,
Holy
who was
shit!
a doctor, and when that was done,
Whoever
I went
you
back
are,
to watch my dad again. He was cutting with the angle grinder again.
Uh-huh.
Another cutoff flew in my direction after a couple minutes.
Pick it up.
Not having put together it was hot yet, I picked up the new cutoff, and shortly thereafter I yelped in pain again.
Okay, with how much money your parents seem to make, they should have sent you to a very good private school. I think your ass was going to, what's that one that starts with the M? Montessori? You're going to Montessori now. The parents are realizing, like, oh, we're failing Jeremy. We got to help this guy. This is what guinea pigs do when they get electrocuted on the fence. You should know better than that.
My dad turned around to see what happened, but I pretended nothing had happened, afraid he would be angry.
I would be
But
angry.
after a couple minutes, I was bawling from the pain of my skin peeling.
Oh, my
And
God!
ended up finding out. Back to my mom to get the last 2 fingers on my right hand treated. My dad realized I hadn't put the 2 together yet, and told me that I shouldn't pick up the cutoffs shortly after he cut them, as they would be hot.
Whatever you do, stop picking up the metal rods.
So back to watching my dad cutting more with his
No
angle
way.
grinder.
No way.
This time when a
There's
cutoff flew towards
no-
me, I waited.
no-
When Dad was done cutting, I pointed to the cutoff and asked him if it was still hot and whether I could pick it up. He didn't see it and asked is what safe to pick up. And so I eagerly bent over to pick the final cutoff up with my left hand and show it to him. Yep, it was still hot. At the end of the day, 8 of my fingers were badly burned and wrapped in bandages. I still cringe from this memory whenever I think of it, but vaguely remember being happy when getting to school and realizing I wouldn't have to write anything for more than a week.
Oh my God. That's a very funny story. That has to have been the funniest story in Cringe Confessional. It's just a rule of 3. Dude, it's perfect. It is a perfect story. Top to bottom. Holy shit, man, that's good. Imagine being that dead. You just had to talk with him. Do not pick up the cutoff. Whatever you do not pick it up. Oh my God, you should sell that story to Hollywood, man. That could be in any sitcom ever made. That is tremendous. That's so fucking good. The mom has a recurring patient. Her son, once again, has burned his other hand. It 100% happened, too. Oh, I absolutely believe this one. This is too specific to not happen. And also, I think somebody who did this, like, I think the shame of it allows them to post this. Like, they are compelled to tell people this, I'm sure. They have to let people know about this story. Oh, my God. You know, mom and dad reference this constantly. I feel like mom and dad, like, might be a little ashamed. Like, they might be worried at this point about their kid. Is he okay? Where did we go wrong? We gotta, like, send him to summer camp and only work on the boat rack then. Holy shit, man.
Hi, Coney and chat. This is definitely a story I cringe about a lot, but probably not for the reason you think.
Let's change it up. Ryan, Rod, let's do... I don't think I've done Charles, right? Did I do Peter or Charles?
Hi, Coney and chat.
Did I do Charles or Peter? Girl voice? No, because most of the audience is male. So it's like, it's easier to think of the guy telling the story, you know? Because then if a story comes and it has, like, a girl's voice, I think of it in terms of, like, a woman saying it, and then I have to remember, wait, the lady talking is not the person this happened to. My brain has to, like, do a backflip, you know what I mean? Okay.
Hi, Coney and chat. This is definitely a story I cringe about a lot.
We get a
but
lot of girl
probably
stories,
not for
though.
the
I mean,
reason
we
you
do.
think. So I
Just, you know, not as often, let's say.
So I was around 13 or so, and my brother and I were playing Ticket to Ride with my mom.
Okay.
I was talking about Shrek because I had watched a YouTube video on an erotic Shrek novel the day earlier.
What?
And my brother brought up how it was odd that Donkey and Dragon got together and literally had babies.
That is weird.
I was just chilling, thinking about my turn, while my brother talks about the logistics of Donkey-Dragon lovemaking, and my mom proceeds to say, and I quote, "Donkey can just crawl in her nether regions and jack off."
He could, couldn't he? Because, like, he's not going to get any friction. He could just get in there and make some waffles. Based, Mom? Your mom's funny. Your mom's cool as shit. He has hooves, though, and just rub up against the wall or something, right? He clearly figured it out, right? Either this never happened or your family is unhinged. Somebody's mom is like this, I'm sure, right? This is just Linda from Bob's Burgers, but like on Comedy Central, on Adult Swim. Like, you know, like these people exist. That's good.
I still think about that to this day.
Oh, is that the rest of the story? That's not even a cringe story. That's awesome. Your mom's funny as shit. Your mom's awesome. I like that one. I'm going to think about that too now. That's my joke now. If anybody, for whatever reason, brings up Donkey and the Dragon, I'm going to be like, you know what I just realized? Independently, without anybody else influencing my thought process? Stand-up bit? Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm going to steal this for my 10-minute set. Put it right next to the Bleach joke and the one about Shark Tank. Stevie Wonder. And I got that Red Lobster joke too. Bro, I'm getting a little set going on here. I got a 15-minute thing going on, I think. We're going to make it work. Okay. Not the Bleach joke.
This story takes place when I was 20.
It's a good one.
I was in...
The Stevie Wonder joke is not it. It is. It's so funny. It just has to be presented in the right way. It's all about the delivery. That's a very funny joke. I'm telling you. The Bleach joke is maybe the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. It's funny. I bet you could... Unironically, I've thought about it, right? I've thought about doing a set, and I think if you open with the Bleach joke, it's the icebreaker. It smashes through, and it, like, gets rid of the tension. I'm serious. I'm telling you. What is the Bleach joke? I don't want to tell you. I'm still working on it. Come on. Don't listen to chat. It's very funny. I know! I need to know the Bleach joke. No, man. I'm working on it. You're going to steal it. It's so funny. It involves a bucket. Thanks, Xenon, for the gifty. Thank you, Calabrese. You know what? 3,000 subs, I'll tell you. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. If it was funny, Coney wouldn't tell the joke. Nice try, Louis C.K. It was fucked up what you did, by the way. Stop trying to steal my act.
I was in a friendship recently turned situationship with a girl we will call Jane.
I'm going to call everybody that annoys me in chat some, like, disgraced comedian. I'm going to do that now. Nice try, Aziz Ansari.
I was in a friendship recently turned...
Nice try, Patton Oswalt. What happened to your wife?
I was in a friendship recently turned situationship with a girl we will call Jane.
Okay.
We weren't subtle about anything but never announced anything or told anybody, but it was obvious people knew or at least suspected.
Mm-hmm.
One day, during summer break, I come over to her place at 2.
Right.
Her mom is supposed to get off of work at 4, so we have the house to ourselves for 2 hours.
Okay.
At some point, we both get in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
We are messing around in there when we hear a knock on one of the 2 bathroom doors, and the Jane's mom calls her name. We lock eyes and start panicking. Her mom knocks again, saying she needs to come in to grab something.
This is an
Obviously,
American Pie
that can't
setup.
happen, so Jane calls the black, asking for a second as I put my clothes off and try to slip through the other bathroom door that her mom isn't at.
Okay, is this real? Did this happen in a show? I'm gonna go ahead and has anybody seen every episode of That 70s Show? Does this happen? This surely is this. Let's keep it going.
Obviously, that can't happen.
Maybe
so
it's
Jane
real.
calls the black, asking for a second.
I think he's gonna run into the mom and do this thing like the Donald Duck, the hands on the genitals, and then have a very funny quip, and then we go to commercial.
Obviously, that can't happen. So Jane
Surely.
calls the black, asking for a second as I put my clothes off and
Having
try
two
to slip
bathroom
through
doors
the
is
other
very
bathroom
convenient
door
here,
that
though.
her mom isn't at. As I open the door, hair soaked, her mom rounds the corner and locks eyes with me and goes aha, like she solved some great mystery, and we walk right by each other as she grabs whatever she needed and leaves the house.
We got some cool-ass moms tonight. Dude, these moms are awesome. Aha! And it just keeps going. Doesn't even say anything about it. Just, she knew it. She knew it. You were not as sneaky as you thought you were. You did not get away with it. That's so funny.
Apparently later, when Jane and her mom had a conversation about it, the first thing her mom said was, "You should have seen the look on her face. We are dating now, and sometimes Jane's mom will see aha at random points, and we still get embarrassed."
Mom has a catchphrase? Does she just always do that? Dude, Jane's mom is awesome. She is so fucking funny. I love her mom, bro. That's so good. Mom just keeps popping the aha to remind you that she did catch you. She knew it, and she got you in the middle of it. That's so good. That is, we're getting a lot of cool moms tonight. This is cool. I love this story. That's awesome. That's good.
Before we get to the story, a little background.
Okay.
About a decade ago, when I was in my senior year of high school, my dad died. Rough times ensued
That's tough.
after.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Now the school found out about everything, and because I was pretty down, they made me attend a support group for other kids that had lost family members.
That's really sweet.
We were supposed to sit around a table and share stories, feelings, and goals.
Right.
Well, at the first official meeting, they had catered pizza from a local place.
Okay.
Great stuff, with that cheese that dripped off the slice like in a Goofy movie.
Right.
We all
I know,
partook
they're at
of
the
the
hotel,
pie,
right?
but one of us in particular was going absolutely ham. I'm talking almost an entire pizza alone before the group had even started.
Do you stop him? Maybe that's the way he grieves. I think you gotta leave him alone, man. Maybe he was like really close with his dad. I think you gotta let that one go.
By the time the counselors had asked us to introduce ourselves,
Oh
he
my
was a
God.
pile and a half deep, a pile of 4 to 5 slices sitting in front of him, awaiting the bottomless chasm just past his teeth.
Okay, at what point do you step in? Like, hey, man, the fucking Tasmanian devil child, just please stop eating all the pizza. You can't really do that, though, because he's grieving. It's you would feel bad for you just gotta order more pizza. You need more pizza. That's all. Need more pizza, and well, I was gonna say talk to the kid's parent and ask them for a little bit of money, but you can't. That road is closed as well. Maybe the other parent. There's no real answer out of this, bro. I'm stumped. I hit the wall in the maze on that.
We all began to introduce ourselves, who we lost, and how we've been doing, until everyone stops and gazes at the pizza lord.
Okay.
He looks around, clearly confused, gulps down his pizza, clears his throat and mutters, "What a bummer." Then proceeds to stand up, grabs the last box of pizza, puts his plate on top and walks out in complete silence.
Okay, I think you got your meeting got crashed by a Ninja Turtle. I think that was Michelangelo in disguise. Were they wearing a trench coat? What? How did? I don't believe that this happened. I don't think somebody snuck into it, got all the It sounds like this person sounds like Eddie from Silent Hill 2, just eating through all the food for no reason. How many pizzas can he get through? He's listening to everybody talk about this at the same time, too? Okay.
It turns out that he didn't know anyone who died. He literally saw a meeting with free pizza, ate as much as he
free
humanly could
pizza?
handle, and left us to mourn the dead.
Oh my god, dude. He just saw a sign that said free pizza, and he didn't. That could have been a Cringe Confessional story in the other direction. I could see the pizza guy writing in and like, so I saw this meeting once at my school, some stupid ass thing. It said free pizza, so I got there and I'm just wolfing it down. Best pizza I've ever had. I'm like 2 pies deep. And then they start talking about their dead parents. Uh-oh. So I just grabbed another pizza and then I left. If you have to steal pizzas, you probably should do it from people who are grieving. They're at the most vulnerable. Easy marks.
Hey,
What
Coney,
a bummer.
I am actually here to give an update, but don't worry,
Oh,
there
really?
is still cringe to be had.
Okay.
So I am the guy who was helping my dad with work out of state and hit a guy with the door really hard in front of a girl I
Right.
liked.
Okay, I remember that.
Well,
the
me
door
and
guy,
my
yeah.
best friend decided that the best plan was to drive nearly 7 hours in a romantic gesture to get her.
Word is gesture. Gesture.
But neither of us can drive, and we live in different states.
Okay, so that's a
first
shitty
problem,
plan.
I had to ask
What?
my dad to drive me to the state my friend lives in, then maybe get a ride from friend number 3. Needless to say, my dad
Okay.
hated the idea. I didn't.
A romantic gesture wears really red makeup. I'm thinking of the guy from, like, Hunchback of Notre Dame. He seemed rather romantic to me. A romantic gesture is the guy from Romeo and Juliet. Romeo's friend? Wasn't he like a jester or something? I don't know. Stupid.
I didn't. Needless to say, my dad hated the idea. I didn't tell him it was for the girl, just a boy's
Mercurio,
trip, but he found
yeah.
out, said, oh, it makes sense now, then laughed at my stupidity as she no longer works there and is in college. I was embarrassed cause I planned a big romantic gesture for a girl who is not there. I nearly got in a car wreck the same day, yet the thing that kept me up that night was that I embarrassed myself in front of my dad.
That's the end of the story. Thanks for writing again. It's pretty good. I feel like if you can't drive and your friends can't drive, you probably shouldn't plan a road trip. There are better ways. Maybe DoorDash some flowers or something. Hey, Coney, second update to my story. I spelled gesture wrong twice, and I'm super embarrassed. Hey, if you want to write back in, I'll get to it in 6 months.
Me and my online friend group used to have this hilarious bit where, whenever we got hit or killed in a video game, we would do the most realistic moan possible. We continued this bit all the way up until I started college, where I managed the massive feat of making real friends. We shared a few of the same classes, and we'd spend our time hanging out at a local coffee shop or talking over our own Discord server.
Listen, everybody in chat is flaming this. This is just what kids do now. I was in line at some rides in Florida, and a pack of teenagers were just doing this. It's just... And then a pack of some college, like 20-somethings, were playing the penis game. And that's how I know that I'm old, because I'm like, dude, stop. There are children here. I know that I'm old because I get so annoyed at this shit. College, like early college, like probably like early 20s, early like 19 or something like that. People still do the penis game. They did there. It's just stupid. I assume most of you know what the penis game is, but let me just explain it, because if not, it's going to be confusing. Penis game is where you and a group of people see who will say penis the loudest. So you just start at penis, and then whoever yells penis the loudest wins. And, oh, how can you do it without getting embarrassed? It's stupid. People tried to play the penis game with me in high school, and I always won because I don't give a shit. I would do it at the top of my fucking lungs, and they just wouldn't be able to match my volume. I got big lungs, man. It's a stupid game. Theater kid moment. Do it now. I don't want to fucking yell. Dude, you guys yell at me for blowing out your ears enough. I'm not trying to kill anybody in a vehicle right now. Hold on, let me see if I can turn up the gain on my mic. Oh, no, it's because of the XLR. I can't. I was about to turn it ungodly loud and kill you. People did this at my high school, but with the N-word. Oh, my God! That's... I would lose that game. I would lose that game. I would no contest. No contest. I lose that one. That's a fucked up game, man. They did that at my school, too. Oh! Okay. All right. That's high stakes.
We shared a few of the same classes, and we'd spend our time hanging out at a local coffee shop or talking over our own Discord server.
Okay.
One day, a few of them were talking about playing Valorant for the first time, and I foolishly agreed to join them.
Oh, no.
This turned out to be the worst mistake I've ever made, and I'm
muscle
sure
memory,
you can guess
muscle
why.
memory, you died, and
At
then...
this point,
yeah.
Whenever I get killed in a game has lasted so long that it became second nature.
Oh, my God.
I do it without even knowing that I'm doing it.
I get it.
During the very first round of our game, I turn a corner and immediately get killed in one hit.
Oh.
Now, dear viewer, I had neglected to mention
more!
one small detail up until this point. One of the friends playing with us is my crush.
Dude.
Cue me letting out the most absurd, over-the-top moan ripped straight from an adult film. Everyone goes dead silent, and the worst part, I didn't even notice. I just keep playing the game like normal, oblivious to the horrors I just unleashed on these poor souls that I've known for less than a few months.
Dude.
By the time I realized what I had done, it was too late.
Dude, you ever do something really embarrassing and you realize it like 3 minutes later and you're like, wait, did that happen? Did I think that happened? Did my brain invent that as like a nightmare scenario that never came to pass? Oh.
By the time...
Is this the pterodactyl story? Yes! Yes, it's exactly like my pterodactyl story. Yes! Holy shit.
By the time I realized what I had done, it was too late.
Oh.
After the semester was over and we no longer shared classes, we understandably never stayed in contact.
Yeah.
However, it did put me in the position to successfully ask out the goth girl from my other class.
Okay.
So I guess I can't complain.
Okay, happy ending, I guess. You got the goth GF. Good for you, dude. Dude, I know what you mean about things being second nature. I had this habit of whenever I would play friendlies in Smash, whenever something stupid would happen, I would pause. And, like, I would pause and then, like, unpause really quick. And I'm sure you guys have noticed when I play online games, I do it all the time. Like, I did it in the Smash stream we just did. I can't help myself. I do it without even thinking. I just hit pause. Thank you, Chrono, for the Prime. It's very funny to just pause in the middle of shit like that. I just can't help it. I did it in Tournament and Brawl. I did, and I completely forgot, and I just fucking did it, and the guy tried to take the stock. I'm like, dude, and then I successfully manipulated him into not taking the stock and called him a pussy, and if you take the stock, then you wouldn't really beat me. And then I beat his ass, but it's like a freeze frame. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting an impact frame. Impact shot. Dude, I don't know if you guys have had this experience, but back when I used to play League of Legends a lot, in terms of like muscle memory and doing things embarrassing without realizing it, I'm sure most people who played League with a group of people have had this experience. I would play in a group with like rotating, anywhere between like 8 to 10 people, sometimes up to 15 even, a lot of people, right? And people would like all play together in groups of like, anywhere from 2 to 5 and everybody's playing. But every once in a while, Like, you're playing the game, and I think my friends would forget that we're in a pre-made 5, and they would start complaining about the jungler. What the fuck is my jungler doing? Yup, that's it. Bro, why is our Kha'Zix not doing anything? The Kha'Zix is 0-0-0. He's still clearing his jungle, and then you realize that the Kha'Zix is your friend Kevin. And you're like, oh, shit. Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't... you have to look up and then realize. I've never done it. Thank God for that. I've never done it. But but my friends did it a lot, and it created some very awkward scenarios. It's pretty bad. This still happens all the time. Yeah, I think it's a universal experience. Bitching about your friend because you're so absorbed in the game that you forget that your friend is the guy who you're bitching at. My friend did that to his girlfriend. Oh, that's going to lead to a bad talk later. I'm the friend that gets bitched about? That's sad. Do you guys have a friend that is not good at video games, but you want to play with them for the vibes? I have a couple friends that are just ass, and like they get destroyed in every game we invite them to, in every lobby, but they're such a good person. I love them, and they are a very good friend, and I don't mind it, and I love having them there. I will lose over and over. Once I get like 3 losses, then then we might have a problem, but they're so fun to play with. Yeah. Is Charles nice at games? I don't know. We don't really play games. We played Ultimate, but I don't know what I played with Charles. He's in Hawaii now, so we're on like different sides of the planet. I got hot mic during Monster Hunter of all games, playing with a friend off call because I was always voice chatting with someone else and going, my friend is so dog shit at this game, not knowing in-game voice chat was on. I got hot mic'd playing Marvel Rivals, I think, because my mute button is on the top thing. And I wasn't playing with friends. I was playing in solo queue, but I was doom queuing. And I'm just getting fucking annoyed. And I'm like, I don't know, 6 losses deep, because you guys know how losers queue happens. And I'm like prepping for the tournaments or whatever. So I'm on Thing, and whenever you play Thing, you have the issue where you have to run in and try to get the back line, but then nobody's behind me, and I can't jump to anybody. And I'm like 6 losses deep, and I'm getting mad. I'm like, ah! And then I realize that I'm unmuted in the Discord, and I feel like a fucking man-child. God. What am I doing? If I was with my, like, close friends, I wouldn't give a shit. But the people in the call were, like, people who I'm, like, passively familiar with. So it was a little weird, right? It was kind of strange. Is Coney really like that? Exactly. If it was like my 15-year Discord friends who saw me at my lowest during League of Legends, who lived through that era, it'd be fine. But they were like new people who got brought in, so they don't know who the fuck. They know I'm a streamer, and then it was humiliating. I hit the fucking, because my mute button is on my mouse, so I accidentally unmuted randomly. So embarrassed, dude. Watching Ludwig play Street Fighter was very humanizing to me. Because he was getting mad in the way that I get mad. I just get so fucking... you just get this energy pent up, and it's so stupid, and you know it's stupid, and that makes you madder. So dumb. Pig-headed mad. Yeah, man. Just, like, stupid, blind rage for no reason. League of Legends is the worst, though, because the games are, like, 45 minutes, and if somebody decides to, you're stuck there. Like, that's absolutely the worst one. The why the fuck am I even mad at this mad? Yeah, exactly. And it's just so, like, oh, it's humiliating. It really is. Me getting mad because I'm playing Kate mid and I'm getting camped as if it's not my fault. Vi again! Why now? Every ult cooldown. Vi is coming through. League has the worst feeling losses in gaming history. Well, yeah, because they stack. Like, you can waste 6 hours of your life playing League and not play a single game. That is unbelievable to me. But I lived it for a decade. Crazy. Insane, dude. The no FF guys in League piss me off so much. Stop wasting my time. I thought the culture was shifting away from the Naruto types. Don't worry, guys, we can do it. Believe it. But I don't know if that's true. I only played Deadlock. Most people there are pretty chill. Dude, Deadlock didn't make me mad the same way when I played it. Maybe because I was learning it and I was like, I would still Doom queue and get annoyed. But like, even though the games are long, I think because most Deadlock games are stomps, so there's not this idea of like, I don't know, there's something else to it. It's because you're a veteran of the genre? I wouldn't say that. Deadlock just doesn't feel as frustrating. I don't know. It can always be worse. I was stuck in it for 10 years, but I started at 8 years old. You played League of Legends from the time when you were 8 to when you were 18. You're like a boy who was raised by wolves in the forest. That's insane. You're like coming into society half-formed. I'm calling CPS. Where are the parents? You're like Mowgli in the Jungle Book. You were raised by Baloo. The fuck is that, man? That's insane. I much prefer no FF guys to the FF15 guys. No. FF15 guys are fine. Unless they don't keep playing. Unless they, if they want to, like, if they take the game hostage, that's one thing. But if they're like, all right, does anybody want to throw this up? Because I'll do that. I'll be like, hey, anybody want to throw this up? We're down like 0-7 at 15 minutes. Can we throw this up? And if they say no, it's like, all right, I'll keep playing. But League is funner when you try. No. Agree to disagree on that one.
Back in 6th grade I did this thing called Art Will, and there was this girl who I liked for about 2 years now that did it with me.
Cool.
At the end of the year there is a competition that we would do, and afterwards we would have a lock-in at a pizza place called Mr. Gattis. Anyways, I was talking to my friend and I told him at this year lock-in I'm gonna get a date with said girl.
Okay.
So we do the competition, and on the bus to Mr. Gattis I asked her if I could take her out.
Aww.
She told me since we are already going to Mr. Gattis, let's do our date there.
That's a no. That's a fat no. Let's get this out of the way. We're already going there. Pretend we're on a date. It's that is what a clever girl.
We end up going to the game room and started playing games.
Okay.
She ended up trying the claw machine and couldn't win this plush of the Pokemon Bulbasaur.
Uh-huh.
She told me she really wanted it.
Oh no.
So what do you think I did? No, I didn't play the claw machine to win
That's
the
what
toy.
I thought you did.
I failed to mention before that it was one of those claw machine with the giant plush eyes and claw.
So there's no way to win,
So I
really,
had
right?
the bright idea to run and basically shoulder tackle like John Cena that claw machine and end up going through the plexiglass of the machine. I grabbed the Bulbasaur and gave it to her.
What?
My school ended up paying for the damages, and I went to ER the next day cause I ended up messing up my shoulder, not realizing it cause of all the adrenaline from crashing through the claw machine.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Why would you do that? Why would that thought even enter your brain to commit theft and break into it? Why are your chatters so dumb, man? I don't know. It's a different way to see the world, I guess.
She ended up getting to keep the Bulbasaur, and we are still together till this day.
I mean, I guess they're not going to take it away from her, but like, is this a real story? Did this really... I don't think this is real. I don't think this happened, and I think you lied to me. This can't be real. There's no way that would work. Guys, ask your girlfriend. Chat, if you have a girlfriend, please ask her if you did this exact situation. What would she think? Because I don't think that it would be something good. I don't think it would be a positive thought. What about a boyfriend? Ask your boyfriend, your significant other. Modern Family Guy is back. Yeah, this feels like a story out of a show I haven't seen. Like I admit to my wife I watch Coney. You sitting in the basement right now with all the lights off, door locked, making sure she doesn't come in. Gonna bust in. Aha! Here's me screaming on the headphones. She knows it's me. Eating Cheez-Its. Hell yeah. Good callback. Thanks. I wasn't even trying to do it, and then I realized it worked. I was like, all right, I'll pop it. That's funny.
It was a couple of months into high school.
Okay.
I was one of those guys who never really went to dances or knew any girls.
Right.
I had recently decided to change that. So I decided...
Wait a minute. Hold. I just clenched my jaw. Look at this. I think I'm losing weight. You see it? Am I losing weight? It's hard to do without laughing. If I suck in my cheeks a little bit, I get it. It's really hard to do. Damn, dude, look at that. It's chiseled. Damn, that looks good. Now do the frog thing. Do you mean this? God, that is freakish. That's a fucked up thing I can do. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my God. I don't recognize myself. It's so weird. It's weird, man. Oh. God, okay.
So I was one of those guys who never really went to dances or knew any girls.
Okay.
I had recently decided to change that.
Cool.
So I decided to talk to a girl a couple years older than me that I had a crush on.
Sure.
It was lunch and the cafeteria was serving Fat Boy ice cream sandwiches.
I don't know what those are.
Now this was also a period of time where I thought I was the best comedian ever and decided to do a little improv.
Okay.
So
What'd
I
you
walked up to this girl who knew me but not that well and decided to say, "Hey Abby, do you mind if I adopt your fat boy?" All of a sudden a look of dread came across her face and she ran out of the lunchroom crying. The entire cafeteria then turned to me wondering what I said when I myself didn't know.
Uh-huh.
For 4 years I lived my life forever wondering what I did to offend her. I never spoke to her and I was forever terrified of talking to girls.
Okay.
By the way, we also went to the same church.
Okay.
A while ago I finally talked to her and she gave me context to her side of the story.
Uh-huh.
Her family was very religious and a week before I talked to her she had lost her virginity.
Uh-huh.
When I said that line she was terrified because she thought that somehow I was a messenger from God sent to tell her she was pregnant or something.
Oh.
So in fear she ran away crying. But she tells me now how silly that was.
Yeah.
Especially because she was a lesbian and did it with another girl.
Okay. Oh, that is quite a twist. That's quite an ending you got there. Okay. I mean, if you were a messenger from God, if I was convinced you're a messenger from God, I would, I think, be more convinced that was the case if it was a lesbian sex and somehow it was very divine. Like, if it happened that way, then it was God's will, right? Jesus Christ, man. If God put that during sapphic lovemaking, right? Life finds a way. There's a whole movie about this. Oh my God. Okay. Well, this isn't even like a cringe story for you. I mean, you made a bad joke. I don't know about the adopting the fat boy bit. Could have left that one on the floor, but you know. This is just a weird scenario.
One time.
This is a failure of the sex ed system.
One time, in high school, I decided it would be a good idea to imitate moaning sounds in my school restroom.
I told you it's an epidemic. Seriously, kids do this now. They think it's so funny to do this dumb bullshit. It's real.
I guess I moaned well since a minute into it. The principal and 2 other teachers burst into the restroom. looking for the couple that was making out, and guess who the only one in the restroom was? There also happened to be a hole in the roof of the restroom, so I have to sit in the office while they get a ladder and flashlights to go into the roof and look for a girl that escaped into the ceiling of the restroom stall.
Like the facility in GoldenEye. They think they went up into the little vent. You think she got away? You like propped her up there? Okay. All right,
I
sure.
was waiting in the office for the rest of the school day, and the principal explained to my dad that I was getting lunch detention and had me explain why in front of them. The next day I go back to school, my friends end up asking me who I got pegged by, and don't believe me when I told them what happened. My friends think I'm a gay exhibitionist now because of that.
It does kind of sound like you made it up. It does kind of sound like you're making it up, and you are deeply ashamed of who you are, and I don't think you should be, Chatter. I think you should let it fly, okay? This is anonymous, by the way. I don't know who you are, right? Come on. Just be yourself, Chatter.
This story takes place during the summer before my sophomore year. I was going to a new school, and one of my friends I knew there, who we will call Peach,
like Princess,
had asked me to hang out as she could tell me things about the school that I may need to know, such as drama and stories, etc. Little did I know, she had a plan up her sleeve to get me with one of her friends who had a crush on me.
Ooh.
She walked up to me, and after telling me random stories, she pulled out a picture of this girl. We will call her Daisy.
Okay.
Daisy is ugly.
Oh.
Very ugly.
Oh.
So when she shows me it and asked me if I found her attractive, of course I had to scream out hell no,
Okay.
and followed by what the fuck is that?
Is she
Strictly
right
for
there?
dramatic
Is she
effect.
right behind you?
Unbeknownst to me, my dear listener,
She's right behind you, isn't
Daisy
she?
was listening to the whole conversation from behind a tree.
Oh.
I turned around and immediately saw her waddling away,
Okay,
visibly
you're still
upset at
doing
how
it.
I had spoken about
you
her.
didn't. You could have said walking. You didn't need to use that word. That's a very mean thing to say, Chatter. Did you learn nothing from this experience? What if Daisy is in the chat right now? What if she's reading and listening to this, and you're just unleashing a whole new layer of trauma?
And as we previously mentioned, I was going to a new school.
Right.
And Daisy also goes to that school.
Oh, cool.
So I started off the year with all her friends strongly disliking me and telling
Yeah.
everyone about what horrible things I've done.
Good. I'm glad that followed you. You should have to live with that. That's like the karma system in Fallout games. You should have made Daisy an ally. She's waddling over to the keyboard. Stop! It was you! It was you, Chatter! Wait a minute! I found the guy that did it! He can't help himself! Poor Daisy, man. That's sad. I've said this as a joke before, but I genuinely mean it. And it sounds fucked up, but, like, is there anything in this life that's harder to be than an ugly girl? That's so sad. That poor girl. You can be an ugly guy and, like, you won't be judged your whole life, right? That's tough. I hate that you do the smiling friend point when you say you. It's so funny to me. I love that. That's my favorite thing. Holy hell, man. It's sad. The world is so unfair. It's fucked up. A balding man. Hey, man, it affects like 50% of men or something. I don't know. Isn't balding like really common? Is it more common? I don't know. How common is balding? Very? You would know. Shut up. I'm pretty sure balding is like super common. I don't know why people do that. I don't know why people do this thing, man. 70%? Well, yeah, but there's different layers of balding. Like, I'm sure my hairline has gone back because I have the fucking Joker hairline. But that's just, you know, I'm not balding. It's just I might be balding. Oh my God, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh baby, beautiful. I'm not gonna. I might be balding, but I will never be bald. Does that make sense? I'm not going to be bald. But, like, everybody's balding is just to varying degrees of, you know. I can't grow a beard. I don't know if that, you know, that changes anything. I don't feel like I'm in trouble for that one. Nobody's going to make fun of me for that. You might as well be after a certain point. Yeah, if it gets that bad, I'm just going to let it go. If it happened to me. Although I think it's very easy to say that. You ever see a guy that will not let it go? Just like a dude at like the grocery store, and you're like, man, that poor guy. Jeez. I just found out you're older than Northern Lion by a little bit, I think. I don't remember. Maybe by a year, a couple months. I'm younger than Germa and Grand Pooh Bear. Isn't that crazy? Grand Pooh Bear is my unk. That's nuts to me. 1 month? Oh, is it a month? Okay. Well, there you go.
Hello, Coney and Company.
When I met Pooh, I did not know he was that old. Him and I were talking, and I was like, wait, what?
Hello, Coney and Company. This story from my elementary schooling is about a time I accidentally caused a bomb scare, I guess.
Okay.
It all started in the 5th grade around the beginning of the year, when we were doing a sheet basically describing yourself.
Right.
And one of the questions was along the lines of, what do you dream will happen one day? Can you guess what I answered? I dreamed that one day the school will blow up.
Okay.
Now, before you judge me, I was just making the classic
Yeah, I don't think this is that
school,
bad.
and I wish we'd stop having it joke.
No, I think
but
this is
just on a
fine.
more dramatic scale.
I don't think it's
I
that
never
bad.
foresaw what would happen within the next few days.
Oh, did they take it really seriously? I don't know. Bart Simpson said this, and then he had like a cutaway where he blew up the school, and then it went. Brrr. Like, I feel like it's not that bad. If how old are you here? 5th grade. Yeah, I don't think a 10-year-old knows how to make an improvised explosive device. I don't think you're going to blow up the school. However, out of an abundance of caution, perhaps this is necessary. What happened next?
I feel like what the teacher could have done is call me up to her desk and just
I
quickly
agree with
say,
you. That
"Hey,
probably
don't
could have
do
just been
that."
de-escalated.
But instead she decided to contact the principal because for some reason I guess she really thought I was going to try and blow up the school.
Yeah.
The principal then contacted my parents about it,
Uh-huh.
and they gave me a stern talking to and forced me to send an apology email to my principal.
What the fuck's he got to do with it? Why are they getting the principal in on this? Why is she narking out on this one? That's weird. Okay.
I'm not saying I was in the right here.
No, I
but
don't think.
don't
I think you're
my
fine.
principal or my parents have to get involved for something I wrote on my paper on a whim as a 5th grader.
Okay, I'm gonna say I think you're a little insecure about this. I think you seem rather sensitive about that. I think you're in the right, but I think you got to understand it from the teacher's perspective, right? There's a lot of shit going on at schools. But I do think thinking that a 10-year-old could blow up the school and would leave a clue in the writing, right? to write that on a piece of paper. I guess the world's a fucked up place now, but the story is sad now. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe, I don't know. The world's a fucked up place. I think this is a fear if you're in, like, high school. I think an elementary school kid saying that, not even threatening to blow the school up, but that you wish it would happen, that seems a little, come on. What's a 10-year-old going to do, bro?
Hello, Coney
Gonna
and
make that
Company.
shit out of glitter and
This
macaroni.
story from my elementary schooling is about a time I accidentally caused a bomb scare, I guess.
Oh, whoops, I got the
It
wrong
all
one. Sorry, we heard this one. It's a rerun. Was that the whole story? Yeah. That was the end. Another bomb scare?
I went from a Christian private.
Oh, yeah, I did want to change the voice. Did we have Charles earlier? I think we did, right? Let's go back to the U.S. Rod. I don't think we did Charles. Because we did Ryan. I could try Australia. What's Tyler like?
I went from a Christian private to a public school in 7th grade.
No, it's not good. Rod, we already did Rod. Multilingual? Auto-detect. Let's see what that does.
I went from a Christian...
Oh, never mind. It's the same thing. Some of them are too robot-y. Yeah, that's why I don't like that one. Will! I don't think we did Will.
I went from a Christian private to a public school in 7th grade, getting exposed to quite a lot of new lingo. I heard one of these hot new terms at school, and of course, wanting to be cool, I tried to work it into my normal vocabulary.
Sure.
The context in which I saw this particular word was as another way to say, gotcha. Or something along the lines of,
what was the word?
It also came along with a cool hand gesture you did with it.
Okay.
Looking like you're throwing something at someone's face but with your fingers splayed.
Okay. So like this. Like that. Alright. What do you guys think the word is? Does anyone know the word? Fart? Definitely a slur. You say it. I'd rather you do first.
Think flicking water off your fingers.
I see it. I can
so,
visualize
at dinner
it.
that night, my dad made the joke towards my mom. We laughed and I followed it up with facial, while making a tossing motion with my hand towards her face.
Christopher, where did you learn that? That is your mother, young man. Facial? I'm going to do that to you, chat. You guys better be nice. We got the cactus, we got the vat of acid, and now facial. I'm sending it to you. Oh, God.
Of course, both my parents and my brother stared at me in confusion.
Where did you even
and a
learn
bit of
this
disgust.
word?
I had no idea what the word actually meant,
Yeah.
or what the hand motion implied.
Right.
A few years later, I eventually pieced it
Don't
together
say
and
that.
realized
Don't.
what I had implied
Yeah.
I was doing to my own mother.
Oh, did they not talk to you about that and tell you to stop? Did nobody pull you aside and like, hey man, never do that again? A few years later is a long time to let you keep doing that or for you to understand it. That should have been nipped in the bud immediately. That should have been something that was talked about that day. Never ever do that again. Holy shit, man. What a way to kill the vibe at dinner. I wonder what it is that makes some stories so clearly real. I think it is the specificity of it. Somebody who came up with a story like this would not send it because it's like, would that be funny? Nobody would believe that. It's stupid. It's like, but I think these are real things that happen to people. Because if you sent that in, you would think, I think you would overthink it if you created it and be like, oh, nobody's going to believe that actually happened. But they do happen. No regular person would come up with these. Yeah. I still can't believe that one guy put in literally just a Modern Family bit. That's crazy. I can't believe that hasn't happened more. That we know of, anyway.
For some context, my GF and I had broken up about a year prior to the events of this story.
Right.
We were just trying things out again and it was week 2 or 3 when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I put Disney's Hercules on while I was getting it on with my her.
Which song was it? How far did you get? It's not Go the Distance, right? That would be that's got to be a strange one. I can reach the stars.
When they go to zero to hero, I asked if he could stop so I could watch the song.
Isn't that an early song? That's pretty. Wait, babe, stop. Gotta get in the mood. I need some inspiration. Okay. All right.
She just kinda stared at me and said fine. One gospel-themed heroic montage later, we finished doing the deed and she went to sleep immediately afterwards.
Dude, Imagine being that girlfriend in a dark room. The soft light of the TV playing Zero to Hero from Disney's Hercules. Wait, Hercules is about to begin his epic journey. I wonder if he'll escape demigodhood. Yeah, I assume you guys know this song. This one is so early, right? Oh no, it's in the middle. You're just sitting in the dark room with your boyfriend who you used to feel some level of attraction for. Your heart rate is falling. You know he's going to want to finish after it. But you just have to wait the 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you would have to, like, get back in the mood after that. That sounds uncomfortable, right? That's weird. Okay, then what happened?
A week later, we ended things.
Yeah.
And I asked directly if it was
Yes!
because of Hercules, and she said, yes.
Disney's Hercules ended my relationship! Hercules killed my girlfriend's relationship!
That was what finalized the decision.
Yeah, obviously, man. I don't think anybody would stay with you for that, and if they did, you should marry them immediately. That's a lifer. I would date this guy. No, you wouldn't. Guy who has to watch Zero to Hero every time it's on. The guy also chose Hercules. It's not like she chose it, and he was like, oh, wait, I kind of like this. He put it on specifically to stop for that. That's bizarre. I told you guys I was dating a girl in high school. And we went up to her room. Parents aren't home. In her room, we're all alone. She wants to take things slow. Totally fine. You want to go slow. So she doesn't want to do anything, but we're in bed or cuddling or whatever. And then she's like, have you ever heard Death Cab for Cutie? And I'm like, not really. I think I know maybe like a couple of their songs. She put in Death Cab for Cutie's Transatlanticism and like put in the album, right? And she pulled out the album, like, booklet with the lyrics in it, and she sang, like, 3 songs for me. And I'm just sitting there like, like, I thought we were gonna, like, we don't need to do everything, right? You want to take it slow, but could we just, like, kiss or something? Like, I'm just... cute. I don't think it's cute because I think one of the songs was about cancer. I think it was the song about watching someone die. Not what I was there for. What Sarah said, is that it? That's the one? Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Vibes were certainly off. Yeah. Plans? Oh, is it Plans? My bad, I got the Death Cab for Cutie album wrong. Oops. You guys are pissing me off. You're all Death Cab fans of the chat. My bad. Okay. Okay. Coney, I accidentally arrived late. How do I watch the VOD for this? I didn't leak my address, so I think I should be able to put it up after stream. We'll see. I went with my crush to karaoke one day, and she sang Let It Go from Frozen in French. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's just singing in an empty house to your boyfriend who you brought over for, I thought, a different reason, while holding the booklet of lyrics. I don't know. It was weird. Maybe I'm mean. I don't know. Sing it? What? Let It Go in French? I know all the words in English, bro.
When I was in high school, I was a part of the Dungeons and Dragons Club.
Cool!
Near the end of the year, A school yearbook was being put together, and so they called down all of the clubs one by one.
Yeah.
The entire club would go down at once to get their picture taken together so they could be in the yearbook.
Sure.
Near the end of this process, they decided that they were going to start calling down clubs 2 at a time to make things faster.
Okay.
So they called down the Dungeons and Dragons Club along with the Body Positivity Club.
Okay.
Everyone who showed up was from the Dungeons and Dragons Club.
Okay.
Not a soul showed up from the Body Positivity Club.
Okay.
It was so sad but so ironic.
That's the end of the story.
When I was
That's the end of the story. That's it. Oh. I didn't know schools had body positivity clubs. This is straight out of Family Guy, surely. Yeah, I could see, like, the Adam West school having this bit. The principal calling down, the kids in the bleachers, right? Or something. Okay. That is a funny story. Chris Griffin episode? No. That's good. Okay. What do you do for an hour in Body Positivity Club? That's a good question. I don't know, man. What do you be doing in there? You're taking up, like, the school resources. You're in the room, but what do you talk about? What are the vibes in there like? Just compliment each other? Waddle. Okay, now you're being mean. You guys are being mean. Come on. Let's be nice.
Hi, Coney.
Oh, whoops. Hi!
Hi, Coney. Much like you and chat, I am a massive fucking nerd.
Right.
But unlike you, I am a huge fan of Persona 5.
Okay, then we're not on the same level.
That being said, this story reveals that I was a much bigger fan of Persona 5 in the past compared to now.
Okay.
Compare me to my brother who was extremely popular because of how much of a chat he was.
Okay.
He would dress well at school with sunglasses on, and had chicks hoping for his attention.
Okay.
However, he picked one person to be his girlfriend.
Okay.
He and his girlfriend went on a date and had a great time, and the plan was for her to come home and meet the rest of the family. Of course, including little ol' me. Dinner went well, and after our parents left, the three of us got into some small talk.
Right.
The topic eventually shifted to music.
Guys, stop. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Jesus loves you. He died on the cross for our sins and was resurrected 3 days later. Believe in Jesus, you will not die. Is that true? Is that real? $100%? I gotta end stream. I gotta go now! Thank you, Chatter, for bringing in the good news. I'm saved. No way he resurrects. Wait, shit, this is kind of insane. He has a wiki page?! Fake story? That's just not real, bro. That shit is, sometimes they just be making that shit up, bro. Fake Jesus fucking hates me. Well, you don't know that, Chatter. Maybe he's putting you through the test. If he loves Coney so much, why isn't he subscribed? There's got to be a guy named Jesus on Twitch. For sure. Absolutely. Imagine if he popped into the chat. I always go crazy when Etsy pops into chat. Like the site? Etsy, what are you doing here? I love people with very unique names. Those are awesome. Yeah, there they are. Tomorrow we're going to have Jesus pop in. Thanks for the gift sub. Thank you for saving me. Thanks for the salvation, Jesus. Now we're even. Was American Heart Association real? Apparently, yeah. So we talked about doing the Gexathon. Jesus is live. Okay, listen, if Jesus was live, I think we would all leave the stream. all of us would go, including me. I would leave too. My ass would be getting raptured because I've lived a holy life free of sin. Hold up there, Coney. You aren't saved yet. You still have to live a life free of sin. As long as you accept Jesus into your heart, you go to heaven. As long as you repent for all of your sins. That's why I'm stocking them all up right now. I just get to wipe them away. I get one card at the end, like in Balatro. I get to just wipe all that away. You know what? Just to make it safe, I'm going to do a cutoff here. My bad, Jesus. I didn't mean to do all that. Sorry. I guess you just made me this way. My bad. Cody believes in salvation through faith. LMAO, Protestant detected. Protestant cope. I thought that's how it worked. At the end of your life, you just get to be like, actually, I'm sorry. He is real. Goodbye. And then you log off. And then you go up. This is so stupid. All right.
He and his girlfriend went on a date and had a great time, and the plan was for her to come home and meet the rest of the family.
Okay.
Of course, including little ol' me.
Sure.
Dinner went well, and after our parents left, the three of us got into some small talk.
Mm-hmm.
The topic eventually shifted to music, and I was oh so eager to talk about my favorite host. Of course, I would need to play a classic in the Persona 5 soundtrack. Wake up, get out there.
Yeah, the famous
I pull
song
out my
that
phone,
everybody loves.
enter Spotify, and without hesitation, play the song. What makes matters worse is that I was a fucking dumbass and decided to explain the thematic elements in the song as the intro was playing. I will never forget how quickly my brother's girlfriend said stop as soon as the vocals kicked in.
Okay, for her to say that is crazy. For her to be over all the polite bullshit and to just cease it right there at that moment. Hold on, when do the vocals come in? Like, I'm wondering when the vocals come in. Like, how long did she sit through this? It takes a bit. You're on a date with your super hot boyfriend, and then his brother starts playing some gay video game shit for a minute and a half. It's like right here. Hold on. Stop! Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I got a clear picture in my mind. Yeah.
I definitely learned to hide my power level that
Which
night.
I keep telling you to
About
do.
a month
Yes.
Later, the two
Don't put that
of
shit
them
out
broke
there.
up because the girlfriend ended up being a massive bitch.
That seemed kind of clear to me. That did seem kind of mean for her to do, honestly. For her to just pop that in the middle. If anybody was mean to my little brother like that, I'd be kind of mad at them. Even if she was right.
Luckily, the story had...
Yeah, she hates Persona. Fuck her. She's such a bitch. She hasn't even played Persona 5 or 4. She doesn't even know what the golden hour is.
Luckily, the story has a happy ending because about a couple of months after that incident, I had gone on a journey of self-improvement which included learning how to be less awkward in conversations.
That's smart. That's good.
My brother also now has a much better girlfriend who is genuinely a very nice person and accepts the nerdy side of me.
That's very nice and sweet, but you still shouldn't play Persona music in front of them. That's nice, I guess, but you should probably keep that shit to yourself. This is just another lesson in the importance of keeping your power level down. Don't let anybody know what you're into, ever, at any moment. It's important to keep your hobbies hidden away at all moments, and anything that you enjoy or are excited for should not be revealed to the world. unless that thing is Bring Her Back. Tonight's stream is sponsored by Bring Her Back, a movie which I'm so excited to see. Guys, from the directors of Talk to Me, Danny and Michael Philippou, filmmakers who got their start as YouTubers on Raka Raka, that's the name of the channel. It's a brother and sister uncovering a terrifying ritual at the secluded home of their new foster mother. It's in theaters on May 30th. Can't wait to see it. The critics are calling it deeply shocking. It's called Bring Her Back. The trailer is out now, and you can just see it. It pushes every boundary. One of the most original horror movies in years. A must-see, says Digital Spy. Can't wait to check it out. You can't hear the video. Wait, really? I can't tell if that's real or not, because usually it's too loud. Guys, Bring Her Back is coming out very soon on May 30th. It's going to be an unbelievable watch from former YouTubers that turned into directors. Can't wait to give it a shot. You guys know I like horror movies. And this one's actually real. I actually do want to see this. It actually does look really good. Former YouTubers who got their start as YouTubers, it should say. And they made Talk to Me, which is actually a great movie if you guys haven't seen it. 4 minutes to go. Yep, we're going to keep watching it for a few minutes. So, Talk to Me is a great movie. If you guys have not seen it, wait, let me make sure that's the same movie I'm thinking of. Is that the one with the hand? Yes, thank God. Okay, Talk to Me is a great movie about a dead occult hand with some supernatural abilities where you can talk to the dead. It's a fantastic movie. And it's the same people that directed that are directing this. So you're going to want to watch this for sure. Maybe watch Talk to Me right now to get ready for this movie, which comes out in just a week and a half now, maybe a week. I'm not sure. I heard that was good. It's very good, and I'm sure this will be good too. Guys, Bring Her Back from A24. And let's talk a second about A24, I guess, because we got a couple more minutes. Guys, A24, the masters of independently made horror, all kinds of scary movies on their repertoire. Wow, it's truly fantastic, the stuff that they're putting into the world and into cinemas. And this is another one, and it's one that you're going to want to see in cinemas, because when you see it in theaters, it's different. I don't know if you've seen horror movies in the theaters, but with a crowd, it's just a little different. It's not the same when you're sitting at home on your couch without your popcorn and your soda pop. You gotta check out this movie when it comes out on May 30th. From my favorite directors, up-and-coming directors, the guys whose names I said earlier. They started out as YouTubers on Raka Raka, and now they came out with Bring Her Back, a movie that's coming out on May 30th. And one of the most original horror movies in years, a must-see, is what people are saying, as you can see. Are they bringing her back from the dead? Is this like a Pet Cemetery thing, where she's dead and then they return her soul, but her body is still here, but not there? I've seen a lot of horror movies lately, and this is another one that I can't wait to check out. And you know what? I love it so much, we're going to watch it again. Guys, Bring Her Back is available May 30th in theaters, and guess what? This is not the only trailer. It says this is official trailer 2, but I don't know if I'm allowed to watch official trailer 1. I assume that I can, but I'm going to play it safe. Guys, Bring Her Back is coming out May 30th. From visionary directors Danny and Michael Philippou, who got their start as YouTubers, Raka Raka, with a brother and sister uncovering a terrifying ritual at the secluded home of their new foster mother. So their foster mother, I guess, might be able to bring people back from the dead. She's able to do a ritual. There's a trumpet in this movie? That's scary. Where did that come from? Was that the movie? Uh-oh. Mysteries everywhere. We're going to have to find out where that trumpet came from, and also what the foster mother is up to with this new ritual. And Bring Her Back May 30th. You can get tickets now in your theater, and you're going to want to do it. Otherwise, it's going to sell out, guys. I don't know if you've been to the theater lately, but they sell the tickets assigned now. You have to get your seat specifically, so you got to pick it out. Hey, why not bring a lot of friends? Horror is always better with friends, and maybe you could talk about some of the theories and cool themes of the movie, and you all could get some dinner together and talk about the movie that you just saw. Ooh, so scary. Bring Her Back is in theaters on May 30th from visionary directors Danny and Michael Philippou. Seriously, watch Talk to Me. It's genuinely a very good movie. I like that one a lot. I would tell you other movies, but I don't want to get in trouble for promoting other movies. But A24 has made a lot of good stuff, especially horror, and this is sure to be an instant classic when it comes out again on May 30th. They dial it up to 11, says Rolling Stone, and Bring Her Back in theaters on May 30th. Check it out! Jesus, 5 minutes is a long time. Why 5 minutes? You're very good at doing bounties. I know! I mean, it's because you talk about the movie and, like, the intrigue and what could happen. But when it comes to movie trailers, I don't even be doing that anymore. Because, like, it's impossible for me to come to any kind of conclusion with trailers. I just be looking at it, I'm like, damn, something about to happen. Uh-oh. This shit looks scary. Might have come at a bad time, but is Coney going to play Expedition 33? I did. I have. I'm on the last bit of it. I don't want to spoil anything, but I just have lost all motivation to play it. So many horror movies just have some stupid bullshit anyways. Well, the problem with horror movies, like, you can't show a trailer because you don't want to give up anything. Like, I saw the Sinners trailer, and it looked very good, and I was like, okay, I want to see that, but it didn't, like, say what happens. It didn't, like... It does, but it doesn't. Same with, like, the Companion trailer, which I watched... like Companion 2, and I'm only bringing up these movies because I just recently saw them. But horror movies are hard, you know? The trailer is to hook people without actually showing anything. Yeah. Who are the YouTubers again? I'm not telling you. You weren't paying attention. I'm not getting paid to tell you again. Okay, jackass? Okay! Wait, what happened? Oh, I got rid of it. Let's do an outro. Did you see Longlegs? I did. I didn't really love it. I thought it was good, but I wasn't, like, super crazy about it. But I thought it was very good. I do want to see Weapons, though. I want to see what else that director does. Longlegs I thought I would like more, and I actually really do like the conclusion, but I don't like the way we got there. Does that make sense? Like, I liked the way Longlegs ends with the thing at the end of it, like the explanation, but I don't like the way that we arrived to that thing, you know? But Weapons is from the Barbarian director. Oh, never mind then. Barbarian was good. I like that too. They kind of just explained it straight up. I don't even mind the explanation because I would rather have, like, a stupid explanation than just, like, ambiguous bullshit, but whatever. Okay. All right, let's do an outro. Thanks for watching Cringe Confessional, YouTube. What was your favorite story? Mine was definitely the guy that kept picking up the little cutoff things. That is one of my favorite stories I've ever heard on YouTube or otherwise, in general. That might be the greatest story ever told. Thanks for watching. Let's say goodbye to Twitch. I'm worried that Twitch has been inflicted with a terrible rot. They keep saying facial. They won't stop doing that. There they go. Facial, facial. Watch out, YouTube. This is so gross. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. See you next time. Goodbye, YouTube. So long. Goodbye. Stupid. Okay. Pretty good night. Not bad. Pretty middle-of-the-road stories. That cutoff story is genuinely one of my favorite stories we've ever had, though. That is extremely... like, to the point where I'm pretty sure it's just got taken off a TV show. There's no way that's real. That has to be fake. Keep the music going. No, I'm done. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's the stream. And I'm going to be back tomorrow with some Deliver at All Costs, okay? Don't be sad. Don't be sad. I'm coming back tomorrow, guys. I'm literally back tomorrow. No, don't cry. If you guys cry, it's going to make me cry. Oh, my Stream Deck button isn't working. Never mind. It was supposed to be the Tetris CDI music. It's my Stream Deck is crashed, so whatever. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow Stop facialing, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's raid. We'll do a cheeky raid. Brawl Pro's on. Let's do that. Everybody, pop a facial on Brawl Pro stream. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do a little bit of cheeky deliver at all costs and some other stuff, and it's going to be fun. Okay. All right, goodbye. Goodbye, Zhao Shu.